right. What's good, fellas? What's good? All right, yeah. That's the one time.
That was the last one.
Yeah. That was it.
Kick him out.
That was it.
Kick him out.
Man, welcome back.
No.
No, chill. That's a whole nother thing, man. Welcome back to another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. You got your boy Lawrence, Kenny, Phil, and Neil, and we got our special guest. He's joined us a few times.
He's not a special guest anymore.
He is.
He's been on the show 4 or 5 times.
He's not special.
Listen.
He's not special.
It's not special.
One time is a special
He's
guest.
semi-regular. It's like when you watch a show and like you have your regulars, and then you just have like characters.
Guest
on the
appearances.
Exactly. Right. Like he's just a character on the show now. He's not
a special guest star anymore. He's a guest appearance.
Hey,
He's
Sean,
a reoccurring character.
Sean, don't listen to him, okay? You're special, man. You're a special guest.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you.
Listen, make sure, first off, if y'all tuning in, man, make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe to the channel here. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. And then we got Sean, Red, White, and Bills in the building. Go and check his channel out, too, on YouTube. If you're a Bills fan, Bills Mafia. But, man, how y'all feeling, man? It's Wednesday. Neil wasn't here last week. What's up,
I had to
man?
get some last-minute Christmas shopping done, some Christmas wrapping done. So, I made promises that I couldn't break. I couldn't break them.
Promises that you forgot. Promises that you forgot about. Let's correct you.
Damn, he can't just put me on blast. He's putting me on blast on the live. Like,
for sure. Like, you forgot about.
I did.
Okay? And
That's
it is
true.
what it is.
That's true.
At least at the recording, right?
With Neil, we're still on for tonight, right? And he was like,
about that.
Actually, I made another promise.
Funny thing about that is,
how was your Christmas? What did you guys get?
Everything was good, man. Christmas was amazing for me, being with the family, because last year, obviously, we had a COVID Christmas, so, that shit was ass. But, good Christmas this year. Everything I wanted, I got. The bone white. The jersey looks crazy in person. Like, honestly, looks crazy in person.
I thought there was a Best Buy T-shirt.
Great. No, Best Buy. That's the blue one. That's the blue one.
That's the IKEA manager jersey.
Those are the blue ones. Those actually do kind of look Best Buy-ish, but I've always wanted a Best Buy polo, so I'm all right with that. Every time I go to Best Buy, I ask my boy Freddie, I ask my boy Steve, I'm like, yo, can somebody hook me up with a Best Buy polo? I mean, what the fuck?
Best Buy polo. Get out of here with that shit. But how you feeling, Kenny? What's going on with you?
Can't complain. Santa was good to the house. Like Neil said, I got everything I wanted. It was nice to be with the family after an odd year last year. I'm just glad the Falcons are playing meaningful football heading into January. We're not going to make the playoffs, but it's nice to know that these games still matter at this point of the year. And I can't really complain.
What about you, Phil?
Pretty good. Christmas, got a lot of gifts. Sent a lot of jerseys, got a lot of jerseys. Can't ask for too much. Fantasy football, very tragic weekend for me. I lost both my championships. So one of them I lost to our boy Chris Simmons. So by 1 point. So.
Ooh. Oh yeah, let me spin the block on that. I'm in the championship in 2 leagues. We in here. What up?
Congrats. Also lost to the Bills as well. Deshaun's Bills. So a very tough weekend for me, but we're here, ready to close out 2021.
And what about you, Sean? How was your Christmas? And
how's
your week been going?
Oh, absolutely great. Like you guys said, it was a COVID year last year, kind of weird, but most of the family was able to get together this year. Some people were sick, but overall, just being with the family just makes you feel good around the holiday time. And, my son enjoyed it, got some good gifts, and my family treated me well, and it was a great time. That's
good. That's good to hear, man. Man, playoffs are here. Oh my goodness, coming soon. 2 more weeks. What do you guys?
Near you.
Yeah, what you guys think of Week 16? Where you guys want to start? There's a lot to unpack, obviously.
Bad.
So playoffs are coming.
I just want to say a lot of teams are showing their true colors. Like we said a long time ago, it's a long season.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of teams are showing their true colors. And I don't want to say that I have been saying this. But it's something that I have been saying for some time, since week 4. And I said, I'm not worried about the Arizona Cardinals. I said it. I'm not worried about the Arizona Fraudinals because they're fucking frauds. And they have been frauds all year long. If you look at their schedule, they beat some teams. But, they can't win at home. What are you going to do if you in the playoffs you can't win at home? They just lost to the Lions. They didn't just lose to the Lions, boys. They got smoked. by the Lions. I mean, Jared Goff is the owner of the Arizona Cardinals. That's true. He's never lost to him.
7-1.
So, he lost to him one time, I think, but that was with Jeff Fisher.
We don't count.
Doesn't count. They don't even know how he was a coach. But, yeah, since the Rams, they lost 3. Now they've lost 3 in a row. The Rams are now in first place in the division, looking to get second place in the NFC. So, I mean, I hate to say I told you so. Any Cardinals fans, Nigel, I hate to say I told you so, but it's frauds.
Listen, Nigel is just loving this moment, man. He's been a Cardinals fan, and the last time they were good, they got bounced out of the playoffs and all that when BA was there. So he definitely enjoying it, but he finding out that it's a tough road.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, Cardinals always got a rough second half of the season.
Well, if you look at another thing to look at is you look at all these teams, and all the teams have gotten better over the course of the year. Whether it's adding people, players that you didn't think were going to be good have showed up. Like for the Rams, for example, Ernest Jones, rookie linebacker. Who the fuck is he? Exactly, and now he's one of the best tacklers in the league. He has interceptions. All this shit. And now you look at the Cardinals. All they've done is lose people, right? They lost J.J. Watt. They have injuries on the back end. DeAndre Hopkins is hurt. Chase Edmonds has been hurt. So everybody else in the league. I mean, and who else is banged up? Who's been banged up every single year? Who's been in the league? But I guess we'll just say that everybody is banged up in football, right? You can't. I guess
that's how it goes.
Banged up and injury prone are 2 different things. He's still out there playing.
Whatever. He wasn't for 4 weeks. And I don't even. And we'll talk about Pro Bowl, right? We're gonna have a different segment on Pro Bowl.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Pro Bowl. We'll get there.
Okay.
We're about to jump into a whole different argument until we break a little bit.
I gotta let me hold my tongue.
Yeah, relax. You trying to bounce back to the episode you missed and shit.
Bro,
He's trying to make up for last week.
I do want to say.
He didn't even bring up the fact that they just played the Colts and lost completely.
The Colts. I never thought that the Cardinals were going to win that game. So.
No, me neither. But I'm saying,
Cardinals in that game, they just look.
They don't look. They're not good. They are not a good team. Bored. So, but I'll tell you who did look good.
That's what you can expect from the Cardinals in the playoffs, though. Because that's a playoff team right there, and that's what the Cardinals are going to do in the first round.
Right.
You know who did look good? Who I will say. I mean, I had to ignore my Facebook messages, but the Buffalo Bills looked pretty good against a team that they have struggled with in the past. But like I said before the show started, that was Tom Brady. But still, you're looking at one of the best defenses in the league and one of the best offensive lines in the league, and the Bills handled them pretty well.
I picked the Bills to win. Realistically, did a lot of people really – I don't know. I didn't expect a sweep, especially after what happened the first game. The Patriots didn't even attempt to throw the ball. We all said that wasn't sustainable, that wasn't going to happen again.
Right.
I don't know. I just – obviously, yes, it's a great win for the Bills. But, I'm not shocked. It doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, even I said – it was going to be a split. A couple weeks ago when me and Sean were talking about near the end of the show, I expect the series split as well.
Sean, were you worried at all before the game?
Not so much. The only time I was worried was when I saw Dawkins. He was active, but he wasn't in the starting lineup. And we saw how bad Spencer Brown was at left tackle against the Panthers. 5 penalties, 3 sacks. He was just awful. So I was like, oh, great. Biggest game of the year. We have 3 third-string guys at the offensive line. This is not going to be good for Josh. But then, all of a sudden, we're watching the game, and I'm texting my buddies. First quarter's done. I'm like, this offensive line, this is the best they played all season. Then one of our left guard tears his Achilles, so he's out. God bless him. Prayers up to him. But Deion Dawkins goes back into left tackle. And then Ryan Bates, some guy that not many people know, he's kind of like our guy that he's supposed to be the first off the bench, but they never use him because he's our backup center. So they kind of just leave him out there. And then they put him at left guard, and he looked absolutely amazing on the film and during the game. So this offensive line was huge, and got to give him a lot of credit. But,
offensive line injuries right now are crazy all around the league, right?
Absolutely.
If you don't have backup offensive linemen right now, the Rams put a makeshift line into that game. Then they got hurt in that game, had to throw a rookie left tackle in the game against the Arizona's has some good DNs, or Minnesota has some good DNs. So, everybody, COVID, whether it's COVID or – actual physical injuries, everybody in this league is getting hurt. Yeah. It's crazy.
Lawrence, what were you guys on? Your 8th offensive tackle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
Real chest pain. Real pain.
Yeah.
Real pain.
8th offensive tackle, 4th quarterback.
Right.
I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Tragic.
That's what I was nervous about.
I just don't got nothing left. They got nothing left.
No, there's nothing left on that team. It's dust. They dusted off the fucking.
There's no fighting back.
There's nothing, bro. It's crazy. It's like if you're looking at sports right, like look in the NBA. You got Greg Monroe, Brandon Knight's back in the league. Lance Stevenson is back in the league. Like you got people
Isaiah
coming back. Isaiah
back
Thomas, but he should have never been out of the league. To be honest, I don't even know.
Yeah, well, he's out again.
Yeah, that 10-day contract's up.
He's out with the Mavericks actually today.
That's
that's
tough.
out of the Mavericks thing? Okay.
He's back with the Mavericks. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
Dallas Mavericks are decimated by injuries, but like everybody right now, this COVID shit is fucking crazy in sports because you get into a locker room, one person sneezes, and the whole fucking team's got it. Doesn't even matter.
That is a fact.
I can't even imagine what's gonna happen around Super Bowl time. Whoever's in the Super Bowl quarterback COVID list.
Listen,
what the fuck?
Forget. I'm not practicing Super Bowl week.
Right?
We
Everybody bubble
all year. Exactly.
Bubble.
Everybody
Bubble,
stay in
bubble.
hotel room
Everyone's
for 2 weeks. That's it. We are not going to see each other.
Well, if you play against the Patriots, you can't stay in your hotel room because they'll pull the fire alarm on you at 5 o'clock in the morning the day before the Super Bowl.
We might see some lemon pepper Lou Adventures. Who knows?
Bubble these boys.
That's right.
Oh man.
Yeah. Also, just going off of my end for the Patriots Bills game, quick turning point that pretty much shifted the momentum for the Bills. I think the Bills were 4th and 7 or 4th and 8. Christian Barmore, very costly penalty. The Bills were about to punt. I think it was encroachment or some defensive line penalty. Next thing you know, it's 4th and 2. Bills go for it. They convert. Then right after that, Bills turn the game around and win. So very, very huge turning point because the game was very competitive until then. And the Bills started pulling away right after that.
When I was watching, I said, "Damn, that's tough right there."
Yeah.
How about that fucking Josh Allen? That fucking Josh Allen run on what was it? 4th and
2.
4th and 2, and he gets 6 yards off it. They have him stopped in the backfield.
Yep.
That was fucking
I think that was right after the penalty play, I believe.
That was crazy.
He's something special, man. I've been saying it for years, and a couple years ago, I served with a lot of Patriots fans from Boston, and they're just like, Josh Allen's never going to be good. He sucks. I'm like, man, just give him another year. And then he had last year happened, and then he's proven this year how he's Pro Bowl caliber, all pro caliber. He's an MVP caliber quarterback. He puts the team on his back, and he'll do anything to win. And that one play, the 4th and 2, like you said, I saw him in the backfield. I was like, no. And then he had that one cut move. He
made J.C. Jackson miss on that. Yeah,
I was crazy. Honestly, that move, I couldn't believe that a quarterback made that move.
Yeah, it was
outside of Lamar Jackson, no other quarterback's doing that.
Yeah, it was something special, and the way he was throwing the ball on Sunday too. He had that fire in his eyes, and the players even said once you saw Josh coming into coming out of the hotel room, he was just
right.
You could feel the energy, and it was a huge game because if we lost that game, the Dolphins would be 8-7 with us, and then our playoff hopes could be, very, very much in jeopardy, and then we were really aggressive. I've been saying this for weeks, and I've mentioned it to you guys. The Coach McDermott, he kind of regressed as far as his aggressiveness this year, and he hasn't gone for 4th down that many times in all season. And it was 4th and 3. Isaiah McKenzie got a touchdown, put us up 7-0.
He was going off the whole game, Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah, he's a guy that he had 8 touchdowns last year, so he can play, and he's proven he can play. And then he got benched on a kick return. They took him out of the offense completely.
He went off.
Yeah, we're just saying, why is he not being worked in the offense?
No problem.
He can run the jet sweeps. He can run the end arounds. He can catch. He can jump. He's 5'7". He had that one Moss catch over. I think it was Kyle Duggar. What's he, 6'2"?
Yeah, he had some very clutch plays in that game.
Yeah, he's out of his mind.
And on the other end, you look at the Patriots side of things now. What's gonna happen with y'all?
Hey, I mean, we talked about it earlier. I was like, I said that the Patriots probably lose these next 2 games, Colts and Bills, but I think we're gonna whoop the Jaguars. We'll whoop the Jaguars, and I think it's gonna be a lot closer than it is gonna be the Dolphins, because the Dolphins are a completely different team than they was in the beginning season, because they're on a 7-8 game win streak now, just completely running through everyone. So I think that's gonna come close. Yeah, but I do see us making the playoffs.
I mean, the Chargers helped you guys out a ton,
right?
Or I should say the Texans helped you guys out a ton.
And you know who was on the Texans at running back during that game?
Rex Burkhead, former Patriot.
Rex Burkhead. Yes, always helping out.
He said, I got to do it for Bill.
If the Dolphins beat the Titans, that Week 18 matchup with you guys, that's a playoff spot because if the Dolphins beat you, you both be 10-7, and they beat you twice. So it's like it makes it even more important. So that'll be a really fun game to watch.
Yeah, I mean it's close. The AFC race, which we've been saying all year though, is close, right? That AFC playoff picture is crazy.
Hey, I'm just happy the Ravens are playing the Rams this week, and they face the Steelers the week after. So Ravens and Chargers both have a tough road ahead of them.
That's really big.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that Chargers game, man. Like, I just couldn't. I mean, Houston's Houston, but man, they smashed them.
Yep. No Brandon Cooks. No Kyrie Fairbairn.
Yeah.
20 players out with COVID. Wild.
And that was the Chargers. That was if they won that game, they'd be sitting pretty for the playoffs. And now they might not. They might not even make it.
And talk about the playoff picture, like just to look at the NFC side of things. If the Rams stay where they're at, their first round matchup will be against the 49ers.
Oh, spicy.
I did so many different simulations, like this team wins, that team wins. Everyone, you either play the Niners or you play the Cardinals. There's no way around it. Like I think it's virtually impossible.
Division matchup, no matter what, that'll be fun.
No, that won't be fun.
Nah, it won't be fun
for me to watch.
Nah, he'd want to play the Cardinals.
Oh, fuck yeah.
They frauds.
I don't want to play the fucking 49ers ever, and we got to play them week 17.
But the thing is, they could be frauds, but you want to play a team 3 times a year? You know,
that would be so tough. You got to play the Niners week 17, and you got Lord.
Yeah, that's the thing. We got to play the Niners week 17, and then if the Niners make it, and the Rams have already clinched, so if the Niners make it, and if they stay in the 6th seed, we play them. But if we could somehow get some sort of help, but they got to play the Texans, though. That's the only thing. If we get some sort of help by those fucking bum-ass, Rick, if you're watching, those bum-ass fucking Eagles, we'll play the Eagles in the first round. That would be nice. We need the Eagles to win out to play Washington and Cowboys. But I don't think
I'm not trying to see the Niners.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Washington sucks. That game against the Cowboys.
Washington had them on the ropes with Garrett Gilbert at quarterback.
Whew, that game against the Cowboys was disgusting. That was nasty.
No, you're right.
That game absolutely broke my heart.
Had Philly on the ropes with Garrett Gilbert at quarterback.
Philly's always on the ropes.
Shout out to Dak. Shout out to Schultz for the 50 points they gave me in fantasy.
Literally, the one catch before he exited the game was the one catch that cost me on my championship.
He helped me out, and he eliminated you.
Get the fuck out of here, Phil.
Well, that's what you get for having your fantasy championship week 16 when there's 18 weeks in the football season now.
Yeah. Well,
I won 2 in a row in my consolation playoffs because I was terrible, but I'm in the final for the consolation. So.
Not that matters.
I stopped after I lost the first round. I didn't give a fuck anymore. I stopped watching. I stopped paying attention.
But at that point, you can't even win third, so there's no money to be.
Doesn't even fucking matter.
It's fantasy basketball season. That's all I care about.
Unless you wager.
I can't even think about fantasy basketball right now. I've got 3 teams. Every single guy on the IR.
INJ.
Yeah, there's nothing I'm not just gonna.
You can't do anything. You just have to take your L's and hopefully your team comes back. That's it.
It's pretty exactly. Whoever has the least amount of COVID days is who's going to win fantasy.
Whoever's got the least amount of COVID games and the least amount or the most amount of available roster spots to be adding and dropping people, because that's the only way.
Right, because
fantasy basketball right now,
all my dudes that have COVID or are hurt are like, I'm not dropping them. So like Luka, LaMelo,
Melo's back.
Well, yeah, but
so is Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
So what? Let me ask you something. How do y'all feel about the Dolphins?
First team ever to have a 6-game losing streak and a 7-game winning streak in the same season.
No,
7 games.
losing streak.
7 game, 7-7.
7-7.
Damn.
Yeah. It's awesome. Even though I'm a Bills fan, I can say it just to see that 1-7. Everyone's like, oh yeah, that's it. They might be the worst team in NFL, and then they come around and win 7 in a row, and they're in the 7th spot of the playoffs, and they have a chance to really do something special. They got a great defense. So
I think this is the team that we thought we were going to see.
Right. I was just going to say, but does this? I don't know, because we were all high on them coming into the season because they did the same exact shit last year. At some point, that speaks to the kind of team you are. Because you can't do that. Like, you can't be terrible for the first half and then turn it on in the second. Like, it's just not feasible. It's not sustainable. Like,
right. He's gonna have to throw to somebody besides Waddle.
Jalen Waddle, right?
If he makes the playoffs, because somebody is going. Okay, who they play immediately if they make the playoffs?
If they make the playoffs, as it stands today, They play Tennessee in the first round.
They play Tennessee.
So they actually would be all right if you ask me.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
Derrick
I don't
Henry
think,
might be
I
there
don't
that
think
game.
their DBs are that great.
If they can lock up on the line, they should be fine.
Yeah.
So going back to what Kenny said, last year the Dolphins, all they had to do was beat us the last week of the season with Matt Barkley and all of our backups in, and we beat them 56-20. So it's coming down to the same thing.
Right.
They got to beat Tennessee and they got to beat New England if they want to make the playoffs.
Right.
And it's coming out. Obviously, the 7-win streak is amazing, but if they want to make the playoffs and make it a special year, they gotta cap it off with winning these 2 games.
ESPN has them projected at the 7 seed.
It's too stressful to do. Like they've been playing a playoff game every week since week 9, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like takes a toll on a team. Like
I'll tell you what though, if you can complete it, you get into the playoffs, and it's like we've been doing this.
Yeah,
we've been doing this shit for weeks now. So what the fuck's the difference?
But also at the same time, like I've always been I don't want my team to go into the playoffs like a 5-game win streak because you always feel like you have to lose eventually. I don't know. It's like so. I feel like I'd rather have my team lose. Like if we're comfortably in the playoffs, I would like to lose week 16, 17, or 18 because
that's how what I'm thinking because we clinched already, right? So week 17 comes around, we gotta play the 49ers who always play us tough. If we play them in the playoffs regardless, sit everybody.
It's right because it's like one of those things where you I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna lose eventually. It's tough to go undefeated and win 8 straight games in the league. Like I'm not trying to go into the playoffs on a 5-game win streak because I feel like the odds are stacked against me.
Damn.
Right. Also, if the Dolphins do make it and the Patriots and the Bills, 3 teams from the AFC East will be in the playoffs. So that'll be very good for our division. Everyone said it was trash a while ago. So huge.
And the other thing is, if the Bengals lose to the Chiefs this week, and we went out, we'll be in the 3, and then possibly either play the Dolphins or the Patriots in the first round. So that'd be another interesting thing to see. You got to play one of the teams 3 times, and I mean we got the Dolphins number. We beat them 8 times in a row, but I'm kind of feeling what Kenny's feeling. Like there's going to be a time where you're going to lose one, and I don't want it to be in the playoffs.
I feel like when you look at that Chiefs team, right? Like you look at the Chiefs team right now, and you see a team that can beat anybody, but I feel like for some reason they can also lose to anybody.
Yeah.
Like I've never felt like that's that type of way. I mean, I feel like that way with the Rams every year, but the Chiefs right now, I feel like they could beat any team in the league and they can handle them, right? But I feel like they could also go out there and get blown out. So I mean, everybody's saying, "Oh my God, it's the Chiefs Super Bowl. Chiefs Super Bowl. Chiefs are going to Super Bowl, and they're going to win the Super Bowl." Patrick Mahomes, greatest quarterback. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know that the AFC's not easy, especially the way I just saw Joe Burrow play. Like Joe Burrow is torching that defense.
I guess a practice squad defense.
That's true, but at the same time, there was nobody out there.
Yeah, he faced the whole practice squad defense.
So
that's true.
The man put up 525 yards.
I mean, 525 yards.
I mean, we're not talking. I mean, Aaron Rodgers just played that same defense last week. He didn't put.
I don't think it was the defense fault. It was the dumbass coach that said that before the game. We probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, it definitely lit up. You talk about fire in his eye. That shit was.
How many quarterbacks did Ravens have out? Like 7? Maybe
their whole defensive
like
back.
5 or 7.
Everybody.
It probably wouldn't have been that bad if he didn't say that.
I know both their stars were out. Yeah.
And now that same Ravens team gets to go see Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, and OBJ, and
they might be done.
Yo, listen,
PlayStation.
I need 200.
If Cooper Kupp gets. If Cooper Kupp gets 116, I think 115 and 115, he breaks the record.
Listen.
And he's averaging 115 a game right now.
If Higgins went off just like that last week, Cooper Kupp will probably double that.
I need a 30 clip from him.
Not just Higgins, Chase did too. Like
all
Chase
3 of them did. Tyler Boyd did too.
I know, lost
Joe Mixon got
how
in there
good
as
of a day Jamar Chase had too.
Right.
Like he went for over 120. Boyd had 85 and 2 touchdowns. Like
and Higgins went up for 196 with 12 catches.
Like what?
Yeah, they're explosive, man.
But see, as a Rams fan looking at that, like going into that game, I don't want the Rams doing that though. You know what I mean? Still do your same shit. Run the ball, get your play action going. Don't let Matthew Stafford get abused in the backfield. Don't let Matthew Stafford throw 3 picks like he did against the fucking Vikings. Just relax, go play your game. Don't do nothing crazy.
That was bad.
Don't force it.
Doesn't that make you feel good though, Neil? You could throw 3 picks and still win a game though.
Oh yeah, it did. It definitely did. Like, not to mention we still have guys on COVID, big guys on. I mean, we were without a left tackle, like you said, Sean, with your offensive line issues. So these last 3 weeks with short notice games, going into games with nobody on the fucking team, all this type of shit, it definitely makes you have more faith in your team going into the playoffs, going into your that your team comes together and wins. So
how do y'all feel about the Eagles right now?
Listen, I always liked Jalen Hurts as a quarterback. I don't think Jalen Hurts is a bad quarterback at all. I think he can make plays with his feet. I think he has a good arm when he wants to, right? Like, if he's not doing a Michael Jordan stance throw to the fucking end zone, and he actually sets his feet in the pocket and has guys open. I mean,
NFL street throw.
I mean, we saw what he could do, man. He's definitely a baller. I think their defense is not the best, but I think Jalen Hurts definitely has the juice to make that team good. They don't have any weapons besides one.
And I think they got smart though. Like, earlier in the year, why aren't you running the ball? Why aren't you running the ball?
Right.
Now that they've been running the ball, like we
look what it does, right?
They're a competent team. Like that's all it took was them to finally invest in the run game. But
do you guys feel like that? Do you feel like that's going to work in the playoffs?
I mean, running and defense is what carries in the playoffs. I mean, Tim Tebow won a whole freaking playoff game off of offense that was designed around read options, so it's not impossible. But
I just feel like you got to throw out the script when you get to the playoffs, right? Like you just every game you go into it, like just throw the script right out. But I mean, if they have to play the fucking who would they play in the first? They would play
right now. They'd get the 2 seed, which is the Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Oh, they also play Week 18. So, but the Cowboys are going to be in an awkward situation in Week 18 where there's a chance that if the Eagles lose this week, and the Cowboys were to beat the Eagles next week, there's still a chance the Eagles cannot make the playoffs. But then there's a chance they could. So, like, if I'm the Cowboys, what do I do in Week 18? Do I rest my starters and let them cakewalk in the playoffs?
Or crush your dreams.
Right. Do I beat them so I don't have to see them again? It's like it's going to be one of the oddest situations. We're not going to know, obviously, until after this week.
The Cowboys could be playing for the 1 seed too. All the Packers just because they got only one loss in the NFC. So if the Packers drop one, they got to play for the 1 seed. But
honestly, I don't think it fucking matters. I think we should all just go home, throw our hands up in the air, and just let the Packers go to the Super Bowl. I don't think anybody's beating the Packers. I just don't. I mean, I've seen them play. I just don't see anybody. Aaron Rodgers, he cannot make a bad throw right now.
And they just activated Jair Alexander today.
Yeah, they do this every year though, don't they? The Pack.
I mean, but this is a whole other level because of the people that they've been winning without. You know what I mean? Like they haven't had Bakhtiari all year. Kenny said Jair Alexander. I mean, which I don't know. Like you activate those guys. They have been off all year. I mean, how much of an impact are they gonna make for you right away? I'm not sure, but still.
Right, but when you're Aaron Rodgers, but when you're Aaron Rodgers, like not having your left tackle.
Definitely, it's definitely a confidence booster if you know your guys coming back.
You can get past it if you're Aaron Rodgers.
That's right. Yeah.
True.
But now if you're Ian Book, then you're gonna need your left tackle.
Right.
You're gonna need at least the seventh.
At least a third string. At least a third string left tackle.
You feel me? Like,
I was getting ready to suit up for him. I felt so bad for him. Like they didn't block for shit for him. I was like, I'm about to call.
I don't feel bad for him. He's doing a lot of dumb shit. He has legs. He stared at the gap wide open for a first down, and then was just.
And he's a mobile guy.
Panic.
The thing too.
Exactly. He's having a panic attack in the backfield.
Like he moved at Notre Dame.
And I guarantee his ass was crying to his parents. I should be playing. This is a disaster here right now. He finally plays and he's fucking dog shit.
Lawrence, who do you guys play this week?
Carolina.
We got Carolina and then we got Atlanta.
A lot of teams are relying on you guys to lose in order to clinch. A lot of teams.
Like who? The Saints are out right now. It's not like anyone needs them to lose.
No, the 49ers, like right the 49ers and the Rams, like the Rams will clinch the NFC West.
Right. I hear, but the Saints are the 10 seed right now.
No, I'm not talking about playoff, but like to clinch like the 49ers. If the Saints lose and they beat the Texans, the 49ers clinch playoffs. They're in.
Yeah, I hear, but it's not the Saints aren't taking the Niners probably. If they don't clinch it, they'll just clinch next.
No, I know, but it's still another week that they have to worry about it. The 49ers still have to worry about it for another week if the Saints don't lose.
I hear you, but I really don't think they're concerned about it. It's my point. Like, I don't think Kyle Shanahan went to the meeting room today and was like, all right, guys, I hope that the Saints lose this week so we clinch. I don't think that anyone is concerned about the Ian Book-led New Orleans Saints right now.
Nah, they're back. The boys are back. They activated.
I don't think anyone's worried about the Taysom Hill-led New Orleans Saints right now.
Hey, listen. We got to worry about the Panthers. That's it.
Next week's gonna be fun.
That's it. And we got Cam. I'm back. And he hasn't won since. So
he wasn't even and he only played 3 plays that game.
Yeah.
Since after that game, after he beat the Cardinals, there's a wrap after that.
But he didn't even beat them. Remember, he only played three snaps.
They scored on 2 of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Good for him. I could have scored from the 1 yard line.
Get the fuck out of here.
I could have done what he did.
Your ass would trip over your own feet. Fuck out of here. I ain't scoring.
Hell no. Kenny.
Rushing and a passing
Kenny, you're not scoring. Kenny, they getting you before you even get the ball out of your hands.
You're beating Steph Curry 1-on-1, right?
No, I'll fight him and win.
Y'all must be out of your damn mind if you think you get 1 yard on the goal line.
No way.
Yeah, okay.
No chance.
We act like
you better.
He had 5 yards total that game and 2 touchdowns. Everyone,
y'all gonna have to train like 3 to 6 months to get that to work with that 1 yard.
Poe pass in the end zone.
The point is, he touched the ball 5 times. 2 of them were from the 1 yard line. He scored a touchdown, and we act like he had these elaborate ass plays.
Listen, I'm not worried about the Panthers.
No one should be worried about the Panthers.
They're gonna self-destruct.
That game against the fucking Bills. I've seen Cam Newton throw probably 5 of the worst passes I've ever seen an NFL quarterback throw. The game against the Bills, like he threw an interception. There wasn't even a fucking Panthers player in the vicinity.
He's not good anymore.
Somebody said when Cam threw it, he's like, "Man, I just want to go home. Here, take the ball.
Yeah,
take a knee."
Who's the wide receiver? That was a Terrell Pryor, I think. That's what Cam Newton needs to do. He needs to convert to a running back. Just go play running back.
He is a running back.
He needs to retire is what he needs to do.
He is a running back. He literally he started the game off and then went to running back, and Sam Darnold came in the pass.
He should strictly play running back. I'm saying go line up in the backfield as a running back.
It's over at this point.
He's going outside.
Yeah, they gave it to you. You now just proved what I have been saying, and everyone told me I was a hater. But I told you we saw him last year in New England. He is just not a good NFL player anymore.
We saw that firsthand.
Was very high. But now this is very low. He's just not good anymore. It's okay.
Listen, 2015 Cam is getting more and more further and further away from my mind.
You can't recover from injuries sometimes, and he sadly cannot recover from that arm injuries.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, he even had like a couple good games starting off his Patriots career, but after he got out with COVID, it was downhill ever since.
Yeah, that Seahawks game, that was like his best game.
Yeah,
and even after that, why was that game so good? Because he scored 3 touchdowns from the 1 yard line on quarterback sneaks. I'm just saying.
Also, Julian Edelman did like a lot of rack yards, so that's also as well.
What are we thinking about this MVP conversation here?
Here's my take on it.
Here's my take on it. Since when did we just fucking automatically sit down and say MVP?
Hold on. How are you gonna ask a question, open it up, and then cut him off?
How are you gonna cut me off?
Because you cut him off.
Why the fuck do we just all sit down as journalists with journalism degrees and say, "Oh, the MVP award is automatically a quarterback award"? Why?
Now, see, if you would have let me talk, right, it could have been covered.
I don't know why you're saying we.
Because what I literally was gonna say is, here's my take on it.
Kenny, do you get a vote this year?
No, I don't get a vote. Do I run for an NFL team, bro? It's not that easy. We don't just get a job in journalism and say, here's my MVP vote.
Well, what the fuck? We should have a representative from each state. Each city of each state, we should have one representative.
Even if we did, I still wouldn't get it because I don't write for the Bills. There's professional NFL teams in New York State. Anyways, usually it goes to a quarterback, which I think is ridiculous anyways. But this year, being that there is no, clear cut, he's the guy, you have to reach to make the argument for Brady or even Rodgers. So to me,
everybody,
Jonathan Taylor's your MVP this year. I I don't understand why he's not getting more love, or why when it's brought up, it's but he's not going to get it. Well, why isn't he going to get it?
Because Cooper Kupp. If Cooper Kupp wasn't doing what he was doing, Jonathan Taylor would get all the love. But Cooper Kupp's about to break the record.
That's cool and all, but not one person in America said that Cooper Kupp is going to win the MVP award either.
So you bring
up saying not Jonathan Taylor but Cooper Kupp.
So Jonathan Taylor but Aaron Rodgers.
There's been talks. There's been talks on ESPN, the NFL Network show, Good Morning Football. Peter Schrager brought it up multiple times. Why aren't we talking about Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor as MVP awards? And they are in the conversation.
Right, but so one person, but you're saying that Jonathan Taylor's not going to get it because of Cooper Kupp. No, Jonathan Taylor's not going to get it because they're going to give it to Aaron Rodgers.
Don't you feel like? Hold on. Don't you got like? For when you're bringing up Cooper Kupp, isn't there like already an expectation for the Rams to be good? Like the Colts, we had huge question marks about what they're going to do. Carson Wentz and then Jonathan Taylor is like showing up.
But Cooper Kupp is exceeding expectations as well.
And they're on a run right now.
We had expectations for the Colts to be good too, though. But also, if you're saying you can't give it to someone because we expected the team to be good, then Brady can't get it.
Yeah,
Rodgers
can't get it either.
Mahomes can't get it. Just because your team was supposed to be good doesn't mean, you're good, so you can't get the award.
Also, side note, no one expected Cooper Kupp to be 100 something yards short from breaking Calvin Johnson's record this year.
Right.
I mean, you're looking at a guy who came out in the third round from Eastern Washington University, and he's out here about to break Megatron's record.
He's a beast. I don't know who wasn't watching him.
I mean, as being a fan, being a Rams fan, obviously I want Cooper Kupp to win the MVP award, but even if he doesn't win the MVP award, I'd be okay if Jonathan Taylor won it because he's also having an outstanding, amazing year. But the only thing I'll say about the Jonathan Taylor thing is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry got hurt. That's the only thing I'll say about it.
So what? Well, okay, you can't say that.
That's not his fault.
Because
that's the only thing I'll say about it is this: Derrick Henry had the rushing record on lock, and then he got hurt.
He had it, but then he didn't complete that.
We don't. We're playing what ifs right now.
That's like saying this year, Julio Jones got hurt, so we don't know that he wouldn't have done this if he played every game. DeAndre Hopkins got hurt. Devontae Adams got hurt.
That's all I'm going to say.
If there's an injury at a position that negates the whole position to win an MVP.
That's it.
Listen. Jameis Winston got hurt. Don't let me stop.
Because
the year Carson Wentz was going to had the MVP on lock and got hurt.
I think part of the issue.
Quarterback shouldn't have got it that year, is what you're saying, because Carson Wentz had a good year. Well, quarterback did get it, so there goes your argument.
Well, no shit, a quarterback's got it every single fucking year.
It's
a quarterback league. Why are we what are we gonna do?
Right.
Yeah, it's a hard metric to grade because obviously Jonathan Taylor's having an MVP season, Cooper Kupp's doing absolutely outstanding, having an MVP season, but they're all different positions, so they look at quarterbacks higher. They count win as a quarterback stat. You know, when Mac Jones threw 3 passes, they got the win. That's his credit. So it's a hard job to decide an MVP because obviously I would give it to Jonathan Taylor. I'm not just saying that because he ran all over us, but because how he's been producing all season. And
he's crucial. Like
he's basically not the Patriots, the Colts offense. If Jonathan Taylor's not there, they're not in this this conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So not that Brady and Rodgers aren't having great years, but you know.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing for Cooper Kupp. When Cooper Kupp scores a touchdown, the Rams don't lose. Literally, if he scores in a game, the Rams have not lost the game.
Okay, we understand you're a Rams fan, you like Cooper Kupp, but we're talking about someone else for 5 minutes.
I'm talking about the MVP conversation. I'm talking about Cooper Kupp versus Jonathan Taylor. That's what I'm talking about. I could be a fucking fan of rugby, and I'd say the same thing. I'm looking at deep statistics. You look at the team, you look at Cooper Kupp and what he's doing. He's putting up record numbers that aren't even close by other wide receivers in the league this year. You look at what he does for your team. He scores a touchdown, you don't lose. What do? Try to get Cooper Kupp the ball, let him score a touchdown. Your team doesn't lose. So you can have the same argument for both players. Has nothing to do with me being a Rams fan. It has something to do with you look at who you want to win that award. You want the guy that's the most valuable player in the league that year. And if Cooper Kupp breaks the fucking record set by Megatron, then yes, he has to win the MVP. He has to.
I hear you, but why does he have to? If when Megatron broke the record, he didn't win it either.
Why didn't he win it? Who won it that year?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Probably fucking Tom Brady.
No, right. But I'm just saying.
Let me see.
Also, the Lions weren't that good of a team as well, so.
They were a playoff team that year, actually.
Well, they lost in the first round, didn't they?
Bro, if you go for 2,000 yards and you don't go to the playoffs, you have to immediately leave that team the following year.
Right.
I am gone.
Right. I mean, you can also say the same thing about rookie of the year. Obviously, the candidates are Chase and Jones, but Creed Humphrey from KC, the Chiefs, has been one of the best linemen in the league this year. He deserves to be in the conversation at least as well.
122? That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's just I just feel like with MVP, someone always kind of gets screwed over on it, because like I said, Tom Brady, if he wins, he had a great year, but then Jonathan Taylor and Cooper Kupp.
Oh, because you want to know who won the 2012 NFL MVP? Adrian Peterson. That's why Megatron didn't win it, because the other NFL record
all-purpose.
Yeah, because the other NFL record breaker won it that year. That's why. Yeah, a record that hasn't been broken since.
So hey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If Cooper Kupp breaks this record, if Cooper Kupp does it, so he's got to get 115, I think, in the next 2 games.
Then Jonathan Taylor breaks it and wins MVP somehow.
I don't think Jonathan Taylor's close to it.
Hey, listen, let him get 250 in this next game.
Oof.
You feel me? So I can win this. When I can win this, because if you get 250, that's at least 10 catches.
Right, but it's back to the conversation though. It's the most valuable player award. It's not the most valuable quarterback award. If you want the quarterback to win an award, make a separate award for him. Make a quarterback of the year award, or give. I mean, I understand that the MVP goes to the quarterback, offensive player of the year goes to the next best thing, right? Like that's just what they do. But why does it have to be that way?
Not always, though, because sometimes they give it to the second best quarterback. Like the year when Matt Ryan won MVP, Dak won Offensive Player of the Year. So
that's true.
And then Dak won Rookie of the Year. So Zeke got screwed out of Offensive Player of the Year, MVP, and Rookie of the Year all in one season.
Right. It's kind of crazy.
So let's talk about Defensive Player of the Year. How about Micah Parsons? I think he's got my vote, man.
I'm still going T.J. Watt.
I'm going T.J. Watt because
listen.
I'm going T.J. Watt, and Micah Parsons can win his Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm going T.J. Watt for.
But why can't he win both? He's got way more tackles than Watt. He's got more interceptions, more pass deflections, more tackles for loss, and I think they're equal.
For me, it goes
17.5 sacks in less games. And the Steelers.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking up the MVP. It's been this dominated by the quarterbacks?
Yeah, bro. That's a wide receiver has never won the award, by the way.
No, wide receiver
has never won it.
So
before AP, it was all quarterbacks.
Last 3 running backs to win it were AP, LaDainian Tomlinson, and then Sean Alexander. And then Marshall Faulk in 2000.
Yep.
And quarterbacks.
Wow.
And then all quarterbacks.
Right. I mean,
crazy. One kicker won it in 82.
Probably Warren Moon.
Lawrence Taylor won it in 86.
You know who I don't want to hear any Defensive Player of the Year talks about? You guys should agree with me on this. It's fucking Trayvon Diggs. Just because he leads the league in interceptions, I don't want to fucking hear about him.
Cowboys fans out.
He stinks in coverage.
He stinks.
Listen. He stinks in coverage.
He can't guard anybody.
The numbers are there, but if you can go and take the ball away and turn and get the ball back to your offense and get the 7 points, you got to salute that. It may not.
That's a fact.
As a total package.
I agree with you.
I agree. I was going to say for Defensive Player of the Year, though, it has to be the total package. Though.
Yeah. He's obviously not that.
Then but no, because he doesn't.
All
he does is get interceptions.
Stephon Diggs.
I mean, the perfect example was the game against New England, where he has the big pick, and then in the very next play from scrimmage, he gets burnt on a double move from Kendrick Bourne.
It's the hardest position to be the most consistent at.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. But he also has the most. He has the most interceptions by a corner, which would mean, I know we talk about PFF here, but based on the way they grade, you get so many freaking points, coverage points for getting interceptions. He's still one of the worst graded coverage corners in the NFL.
Yeah, he's like in the 60s.
Do you know how bad
he has 30? I think he's 35 at tackling or some shit like that.
Listen, to have 11 interceptions and be the 60th rated corner in coverage, do you know how bad you have to be at every other facet of the game on defense?
You might as well get that shit to Ramsey then.
Who the Micah Parsons and T.J. Watt are tied right now in the Vegas odds for Defensive Player of the Year, followed by Trayvon Diggs and Aaron Donald.
Listen,
fuck Myles Garrett.
Michael Parsons, man, he's unreal. He's unreal.
Yeah.
Like, what's good, Ephraim?
Yeah, I'm going to go with T.J. Watt as well.
But also, you got to think Parsons and Diggs are going to split the Dallas vote, which is going to hurt.
I feel like Parsons is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and TJ Watts is going to win it. Yeah. Just because I feel like also a lot of sports writers feel like that TJ Watt should have won it last year for some reason, even though Aaron Donald was better in every single stat and category. So that's why I think TJ Watt's going to get it this year as a makeup for last year. But if AD does something crazy shit in these last 2 games, you might see him jump right up to the top as well. If he has 2 more 3-sack games, he's right up there in the lead.
Again.
I always say
offensive line at him.
I always say AD should get it every year.
It needs to be a different award, to be honest, for him.
I know
because
is where you don't gotta keep getting away from like the awards. Like
he
keep him what it is.
He just needs. They need to fucking name the award after him.
How about this? How about you just go in at every game and dominate?
He doesn't. He said it multiple times in interviews. He doesn't fucking care about the Defensive Player of the Year award. He's done. He wants to go to Super Bowl.
Exactly. He wants to win. Nobody gives a fuck about these accolades.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have that, if you don't got that ring, what's it matter?
I think it's only. I think it's
he may not get one, but
it's good for Hall of It's good for Hall of Fame.
Warriors.
It does look good for Hall of Fame.
But the thing is, he at least has one now. Look, when you're a guy of his caliber, you at least want to have your one.
Well, he's got 3.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And went back to back.
That's like he has 3 and he went back to back. Like he has that's his Hall of Fame resume right there. If he never wins another one, he can say I won 3 and I went back to back. Like that's
yeah. What do y'all think about the Cowboys defense as a whole?
I think that's it's the same to me. It's the same thing as Trey Diggs. They're very reliant on turnovers, which is good when it happens, and it happens a lot for them, and that's great. But I just feel like it's not sustainable to rely on turnovers.
I feel like the Cowboys are blessed.
Listen,
you never watch a Rams game, do you, Ephraim? You never watch a Rams game.
See, I don't watch the whole entire Rams game, but I will say Michael Parsons lines up at DN. He's at linebacker. He moves around. It's impressive, but AD is like undersized. He's undersized, just dominating.
Bro, if you they set a whole offensive line at AD and say we'll let the other 3 run free, just don't let AD.
Bro,
Michael Parsons is real, bro.
Follow me on Twitter. If you after a Rams game, I retweet the highlights that this Brian Baldinger breaks down the Aaron Donald mostly every single week, how he gets triple teamed.
I love his videos.
I love his videos too. He gets triple teamed, his swim moves, everything. He's tackling people in the backfield at the D tackle position before they even get the ball. Like, I don't want to hear about impacted game. All right. Michael Parsons is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's not good. Like if TJ Watt wasn't doing what he was doing this year, I think he does get Defensive Player of the Year. But to say that he impacts a game more than Aaron Donald,
he said he watches them.
Yeah, the Cowboys are gifted with the easy schedules constantly.
He's not Lawrence Taylor Jr.
Easy schedules.
My boy E, man. Oh man. Yo, that's crazy. But it's just amazing, like to see players that are gonna be good, like when other teams draft people and then their fans complain. Like people are really crying about Michael Parsons being picked in the first round.
I was like, y'all.
And I'm like, have you watched Penn State? Like,
no.
Do you know he's a menace?
Right. Like he was definitely a first round pick. The only thing I'd give people is that people were like, well, where are we going to use him on defense? And like Dan Quinn was just smart enough to say everywhere. But that was most D coordinators just like, I just don't know what to do with him at the next level.
He said he has help on the line.
DeMarcus Lawrence was out for half the season, and he's old.
Yeah, Parson goes 1-on-1 with guards and tackles, and he hit a half spin this past weekend. Filthy.
One thing I will say.
Sorry, Sean. I will say the difference between Micah Parsons and Aaron Donald is Micah Parsons is not getting double teamed. Micah Parsons is not getting triple teamed.
Yet.
Well, yeah, but it's hard because where he plays, it's hard to double team a linebacker.
You're right. Yeah. I'm just.
That's why TJ Watt puts up great numbers. I mean, he comes off the end, but a lot of times he's outside linebacker.
You have to especially linebackers, like you don't you're not double teaming a linebacker. Like you gotta whoever that guy is getting blocked by, he had to man up, and you gotta stop him or slow him down.
As much as it pains me to say it, that's where Dan Quinn does a great job because you don't know what position he's going to play on any given play. Like because now if I designate a double team for him, he might be dropping back in coverage in this play, and now I got 4 guys running free because I just dedicated 2 offensive linemen and Michael Parsons.
Yep.
I hate Dan Quinn because I think he's terrible, but I think he's done a phenomenal job at scheming this defense this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, their multiple safety look is good. I forget what's his name.
Curse KZ.
Is it Javon Curse or whatever it is?
And
he plays really good too. Like he's pretty much a linebacker essentially. Then you got Neal, then you got Parsons, and Parsons can go anywhere. So when you got those two that can tackle behind Parsons, it's tough. I like their defense.
Another reason I say Parsons over Watt. Parsons is a rookie. You know, like you got to put that into consideration. This dude's a rookie and came out playing like a DPOY.
When you're going for Defensive Player of the Year, everybody is rated on the same scale. When you're going for Rookie of the Year, then you take that into consideration. But I can't say that. Oh, well, he's the rookie and he's doing great, so I got to give him Best Defensive Player of the Year.
Well, no,
all these guys are playing phenomenal, man.
I'm not saying just because of that.
Tough.
No, I know what you're saying, but you know, but if I'm a voter, I can't that can't be part of my voters.
No, I feel that.
He has Michael Parsons got 3 pass deflections, 3 forced fumbles, 13 sacks, and 79 total tackles, and 18 tackles for loss. It's impressive.
He's gonna be good for a while.
As long as he can stay healthy and he can run. That's the crazy thing too.
I just gonna say
he can run sideline to sideline.
I'm looking at something too. It shows sack yards. Like he has, other than Robert Quinn, he leads the league in sack yards with 120 sack yards.
He did, and he was playing quarter 2 a couple times this season.
And it's because he's so freaking fast. Like your quarterback is running for his life. Like T.J. Watt is he has 83.5 sack yards versus 120 because Michael Parsons is chasing the hell out of this dude. It's crazy.
Neil said, it's Aaron Donald to the death, man.
I wish Aaron Donald could play cornerback.
No, he couldn't do it.
He just grabbed you by your throat.
Right. That's a whole bunch of PI. Where you going?
They put Leonard Floyd on Devontae Adams when they put the Packers. Just saying. Ooh. That didn't go well for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the point of I didn't even see the play, and I already knew it
that was a 15-yard gain.
That's a first down.
That was a first down. Aaron Rodgers looked over and said,
"I don't care what route he's running. He's
getting the ball.
The ball's going to you.
He's getting the ball." Yeah, Robert Quinn.
Yeah, he's playing out of his
that year.
mind
So that year,
now.
Robert Quinn actually got snubbed as Defensive Player of the Year. He won Associated Press Defensive Player of the Year, but he did not win the NFL Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Didn't Robert Quinn? Didn't he come from North Carolina?
I'm not sure what college he came out of.
I feel like he was a Tar Heel.
I
feel like he was. I could be wrong though.
Robert Quinn's not getting any love this year either. He is second in the league.
What is he on? He's on the Bears, right?
Yeah.
He's definitely playing his ass off over there.
He's what, 30? He's 35 years old.
31.
Oh, he is 31. I feel like he's a lot because I've been watching him for so long. I feel like he's so old.
But I think it was because he came in. When he came in, he was actually playing too. So that's probably why it seems like it's forever. And when he came in, he's probably what, 21, 22 probably.
Yeah, I would say 22,
roughly.
Yeah. Usually that's what most people are with football. That'd be their 3 years.
Oh man. But what? Go ahead.
No awards. Since we said Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, Rookie of the Year. This is probably like the most boring year ever for it. Well, and because it's got to go to Mac Jones, I guess, but it's like he's going to get it by default because all the other quarterbacks stink. Then even
nine wins right now.
Yep. Yeah, all the other quarterbacks, and I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it, but I'm just it was no one else even challenged him for it. Jamar Chase started off hot, but now he's playing well, but it's not like a world beater.
Yeah, I mean, there's one person that could challenge him for it, but we all know what the heck of the league the NFL is. But like I mentioned earlier,
Packers
Humphrey from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
Phenomenal rookie center. He's playing out of his mind.
I feel like Mac Jones should not get Rookie of the Year.
I know, but it's like who else are you making the argument for?
They had 9 wins. We didn't think they was gonna be here.
I think Kyle Pitts should get it over him.
I mean,
I think.
But I don't think that. I'm a Falcons fan.
Yeah, like he's at the.
Jalen Waddle should be in the discussion.
We thinking the Patriots in a rebuild. They had 9 wins.
But here's my only argument against Mac Jones too is
right.
We see that even his coach don't even believe in him. Like the game against Buffalo tells you what Bill Belichick thinks about Mac Jones.
I mean,
he literally said, "I'm not going to allow you to lose it." Right? It's like I guess like there's no who else. It's like
Jamar Chase. I mean, Jamar Chase is over 1,000 yards. I mean,
so the Packers look impressive to y'all. Yeah, Packers look phenomenal.
Packers
right
are
now.
my favorite to win the league. I think
they got
full strength too.
Bro, they got Aaron Jones and Dillon in the backfield. It's looking real scary.
Fuck all that. You got fucking Aaron Rodgers who has thrown like 3 interceptions his whole career in the month of December. Like he doesn't do anything wrong. He literally does not make a wrong throw. He's literally insane. He can do anything. I don't give a fuck about his vaccination or his COVID toe or his broken pinky toe or the fact that he's a diva, doesn't talk to his family, all that shit. That man has the most arm talent I've ever seen. He can make throws that.
What did that have? Like, what did the family thing have to do with football?
I'm just saying, a lot of people don't like him as a person.
No, I was going to say, it's especially when it comes to voting and stuff, because a lot of the media members hold that against him, that he's a prima donna, and they talk about, like, we shouldn't even know that him and his family don't talk. But we know about it because they talk about it. Colin Cowherd brings that shit up every time he wants to badmouth Aaron Rodgers. Every time.
That's weird.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Silly.
I really don't. I was just say, what does that matter? It's a personal matter.
Yep.
Right. So
I would
speaking of
300% agree
awards,
with you, but for some reason, somehow we all know that Aaron Rodgers and his family don't talk to each other. Also, probably because his brother was on The Bachelorette, and they asked his brother about him, and he was like, "Oh, we don't really speak."
Jeez.
Why can't Micah Parsons win Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year?
They're because there's only Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. There's not.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. There's not an overall. You think I would know that?
So how do you feel about the Pro Bowl? Pro Bowl picks.
I might sign
garbage.
I might sign off.
Dookie. Doodoo butter.
First off, the Pro Bowl is the biggest joke.
Yeah.
It is. So I don't know why we get ourselves worked up about it every year. First of all these guys that were named to the Pro Bowl, I guarantee you 75% of them don't play. There was a year when Mitch Trubisky was an 8th alternate but suited up on the Pro Bowl. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. These guys this is just votes popularity contest. That's all that it is. And by the time the Pro Bowl rolls around, none of these guys that were voted are even going to be playing in the game. Guaranteed.
Right.
Well, Mitchell Schwartz, ex-Kansas City Chief lineman, did say they do get paid for being in it, and he said it does bolster, like I already mentioned, the Hall of Fame resume. And
it's actually also in guys' contracts as well. If you make a Pro Bowl, you get incentives.
Yeah, well, guess what? If that to me, as a player, negotiate your contract better. Don't put Pro Bowl in there because that's stupid.
But I agree.
It's a popularity contest.
I agree with you though, Kenny. I don't think that's the best thing on their mind. I think they're more obviously they want to be Super Bowl and playoffs, but at the same time, it's like you kind of want to get that. No, I mean I'm not a professional, but like
sure, I know
you would think they'd want to get like, oh, I'm the 3rd best quarterback in the league, or I'm the first pick of not just my team's fans, just everybody in general. But I hear you though, because like it really, from the outside, it doesn't really look like it matters.
Who got snubbed? Matthew Stafford got snubbed.
A lot of people.
Kyler Murray made it.
Got snubbed.
Josh Allen got snubbed.
The two biggest.
Stafford got snubbed.
The two biggest snubs I'd say right off the back of my mind are AJ Terrell and Matthew Stafford. Right off the top of my head. Those two right there, like the fact that Kyler Murray made it over Matthew Stafford is crazy.
Josh Allen. I mean, like the list goes on and on.
His Nick Folk also.
Yep. I got my list right here.
What do you got?
I'm taking Matt Gay over him. You got the most accurate kicker in the league this year, right here, baby. That's why he made the Pro Bowl over fucking Nick Folk's bitch ass.
Well, they're in a different conference, so that's irrelevant.
Fuck Nick Folk. Kickers don't matter.
He gotta listen. He gotta insert the Rams. He gotta insert the Rams at any point in every.
I'm going back to last year around this time. Kickers don't matter. Kenny said it.
Case for Matt Gay though.
If you ask
you hear this now, right?
Matt Gay made it. He made it. He made the Pro Bowl.
Matt Gay is gonna miss a super important kick, and Neil's gonna be so.
You're gonna lose your fucking mind.
And I just want everybody to clip where he said,
My kickers clutch up, Lawrence.
Well, clip that too.
Lawrence.
What are you talking about?
My kickers
"Drag
clutch
the
up.
leg."
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
56 yards in the fucking.
about. You win it all. It don't matter.
In the
Shut
super
up.
shelter.
You ain't win
56
it all.
yards.
You ain't win it all, so it don't matter.
I want to hear
Irrelevant.
Sean's list of the snubs.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Sean.
I got just a 4 on my team. I obviously was more. About your team,
Yeah,
but
go.
Obviously, Josh Allen, 4,000 passing yards, 34 touchdowns passing, 619 yards rushing. He leads the league in rushing per carry, 6.1. Also 4 rushing touchdowns. He's only 1 off of the total touchdowns in the NFL. You got Jordan Poyer. Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde were a 3rd and a 4th alternate, and these two are 2 of the best safeties, if not the best 2 safeties in the league. Jordan Poyer, 84 total tackles, 5 interceptions, and a sack. Micah Hyde, 67 tackles, a sack, a forced fumble, and 5 interceptions also. These 2 players, I don't care if you're a Bills fan, I don't care if you're a Patriots fan, you watch these 2 play, you do not want to smoke with them. These 2 year
Who
after
made it
year,
over them?
they're 3rd and 4th alternate, dude. Almost everybody made it over them, really. I mean, and then
For safeties, it was Kevin Byard and Derwin James. And
There's a
Tyrann
third
Matthew.
No,
Damn, I don't know.
really.
Sean, I'm taking those 3 over those 2 guys.
I would
don't know.
honestly, I'd say Minka Fitzpatrick got snubbed before them too.
but like I said,
I'm not saying they didn't get snubbed.
they're 3rd and 4th alternate. They're not even a 1st alternate. That means they got 12 other
You
safeties.
said, ah!
And then
That's not better than Burrow.
I agree.
Sheesh.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
My last one is our kicker. He was a 5th or 6th alternate, Tyler Bass. 45 to 45 extra point, 26 out of 30 field goal. 2 of them were missed in the 50-mile-an-hour win game against New England. This guy, he's an automatic kicker, and he down that low. That's just
Yo, my boy Ephraim is coming at the Bills right now, and Josh Allen in the chat.
Oh, what's
He
up,
said-
Ephraim?
Ephraim needs a little something because this is the first year the Cowboys have been good in like 15 years. So he needs a little something.
Ephraim, I know you from back in the day. You probably don't remember me, but one thing I've been telling these dudes, every team in the NFL has lost to a bad team. If the Cowboys lost to the Raiders, they lost to the Broncos. We lost to the Jags. You know, the list goes on.
Damn.
You know, so it's just
Walk off set.
it's just how the league goes. But I don't judge any team off of that one bad loss. Like the Chargers lost to the Texans by 20. It's just how it is, man. You know, that's just the league week to week. But
Neil, come back.
Pro Bowl snubs. It's year after year, and not that those 3 safeties aren't really good, but Hyde and Poyer year after year for the past 4 seasons
Probably
have shown
safety duos.
that they're definitely the best tandem in the league, and to not even be like a 1st or a 2nd alternate, that just blows my mind. But
Right. Hey,
especially
I'm
Josh
just-
Allen, Lamar Jackson's got 16 touchdowns and 13 picks, and he made the Pro Bowl.
And he's
don't
been
know.
out like the last couple games.
That just blows my mind. But
Right. I'm just happy Judon and Jackson got it because everyone else, they deserve not to be on it, but Judon and Jackson definitely deserve to be on it this year.
they're great.
I literally, after AJ Terrell's name wasn't called, I was like, I'm just not going to even care anymore because he's literally in every metric you look at other than interceptions, like he's the number 1 corner in the NFL. And
Who would you switch him up for?
any of them. He's the number 1 graded corner in the NFL right now. I don't care. You can make an argument. Like,
Wait, on PFF or like regular?
well, it's the same thing.
You use PFF, yeah.
Who made it in NFC? Ramsey,
Slay,
Diggs,
and Lattimore.
Slay, and Lattimore. I mean, Diggs has the interception, so you know he's going to make it. But
Lattimore.
the other 3, right? I'm sorry. AJ Terrell has allowed 1 catch and fewer than 10 yards in 4 straight games.
Lattimore.
Terrell, he's also graded a 90 in coverage, which is elite status PFF grade. I got my notes for the Falcons week already right here. So Terrell's one of my dudes. So
I can't.
Lattimore.
Right. After that happened, I was like, I can't give any.
If it was anybody else, y'all want it's got to be because it's Lattimore.
Well, Darius Slay, I'll say it about any of them. When Phil asked me
Lattimore's
who I replaced him with, I literally said all of them.
He just said that, yeah.
Yeah, they gotta figure this Pro Bowl out, man.
Well, and here's the thing. The only thing that I think is a saving grace too is, like you said, it helps their Hall of Fame resume and stuff. But I'd like to think that when most people are voting for it, they're all knowledgeable enough to know that it's a popularity contest. Like
it is.
I know I'm not. If I ever get the chance to become a Hall of Fame voter in my prestigious journalism career, I am not looking at Pro Bowls as a way to justify or exclude somebody from the Hall of Fame, because that's just idiotic.
Right.
We know what it is.
Yeah. So, quick question to you guys. So, is the NFL like the worst with All-Star voting and like award voting, like that whole system?
Well, here's
what would you say, MLB or NBA?
Their voting system is the same as the NBA.
They hold grudges.
I think all our All-Star voting for all sports are trash, because it should go based off of your stats. It's I mean, that's how it should be.
Soto got screwed out of MVP this year.
Here's not saying that the journalists know the most, because they probably don't. But if you're going to let them decide your MVPs, they should be deciding your All-Star teams then too. Why are you letting fans that you know it's going to turn into a popularity thing? I just don't get it. I guess I'm just confused there.
Yeah,
I agree. Probably just to make the fans feel somewhat special.
Or just let all the players vote on the All-Star. Do something, because it doesn't make sense. You have the media deciding who your best player in the league is, but you have the fans telling us who the All-Stars are.
That's a fact.
That's true. Ephraim. That's true, Ephraim. Holy fuck. That's true. But honestly, I feel like with the NBA MVP, you suffer from the same thing as like Defensive Player of the Year, right? Like LeBron could win MVP every year, and he should win MVP every year. That's just how it should be.
But there's the thing with MVP too, because it's called the most valuable player. Do we actually mean the best player of the season? Because those are two different things.
Yeah,
the most valuable player and the best player of 2021 are not the same thing.
But it's usually the best player for the season.
No, right. So that's because technically, it's the same thing as like LeBron James. Tom Brady should be MVP for ever, because you take him. Well, but take him off the Buccaneers. They were 7-9. James went through 30 picks. You put him on the Buccaneers, they won a Super Bowl. I don't think it gets any more valuable than that.
Yeah,
that's the LeBron James effect.
Exactly. LeBron James on Cleveland, they're a finals contender. Take him off, they're a lottery team. There's nothing more valuable.
Lottery team with the Lakers. He goes to the Lakers. They won a fucking
lottery team.
They won the championship. Took them a year, but they won the championship.
So we definitely got to talk about the Lakers later on.
So we need to just call it the Player of the Year award. Is what we need to do.
Absolutely.
They could win an ESPY. How about that?
Instead of ESPY.
That's what they could do. Go win an ESPY.
Give him a Nickelodeon MVP. Give him an MVP.
And Nick at Night MVP.
We got 2 MVPs on our team, baby.
Who?
We got Mitch and Allen.
That's true.
That's
the first ever MVP.
I forgot about Mitch Trubisky. There's no way he stays on that team next year with all these teams that need quarterbacks.
I hope he does.
Yeah. I think it was only on a 1-year deal, right, Sean?
Yeah, it's a 1-year deal. But it's such a good feeling knowing you got a proven guy who's went to the playoffs. Again, Matt Nagy's offense, they use Mitch as a scapegoat, and now you still see Matt Nagy's offense not succeeding.
Matt Nagy got to go.
Yeah, it was nice seeing Mitch Trubisky get on our team. We know he's going to be gone next year, but just you had that safety blanket in the regular season that, if Josh has to miss a couple weeks, Mitch can go in there and win a game or two.
Right. And like the good thing, that was like the perfect spot for him, because like God forbid Josh Allen ever went down, you don't have to change your offense, because like, he's not Josh Allen, but he's like Josh Allen light. Like he can, he's built in the same way.
Diet Josh Allen.
Absolutely, yeah, he can run too. Yeah, it's a good point. That's why I hope we keep him, because it's just nice to have that secured backup quarterback, and you're not relying on like a rookie or someone that's like Mike Glennon. You know what I mean? Like,
no, right.
Shots.
Like, that's why,
who do you think gets fired first, Matt Nagy or Joe Judge?
Nagy.
Because you got both
They
franchises.
They said Joe Judge
another year.
Yeah.
Both franchises don't fire head coaches, so
I also think that the Giants aren't firing their head coach because I don't think that they like any of the quarterbacks coming out, and I think they want their next head coach to bring in his own quarterback. So, and like the Bears know Justin Fields is their future regardless, so get him out of there. That's how I'm looking at it.
They tried getting rid of the quarterback. They thought that would work. It didn't work, and now you're stuck. It's like, well, you didn't change anything. We got way worse. You you got to go. If they want to be successful in the future, you gotta start moving forward.
I knew Nagy had the Bears doom once he had the 5'6" midget as the number 1 running back.
Tariq Cohen?
Yeah, it was a wrap. Once you did that, that was just like all I needed to know.
He was running him inside the 10.
I don't like him as a running back, bro. Like
halfback dive.
Yeah, and he still has not come back yet.
No.
Where is he?
Is he on IR still?
Literally he was the number 1 option when he was there. So like
they
running jet sweeps and shit.
But he was throwing the ball too. But the offense was give the ball to Tariq Cohen and let him do whatever he wanted to do.
It was absolutely insane, bro. Like it didn't make any sense. You had Jordan Howard there, and he dead ass just benched him for a midget.
What do you guys think about Dan Quinn refusing to interview for the Jacksonville job?
Smart.
I don't blame him. I don't disagree. Why? Listen, you're right now.
There's a good thing going on right now with Dallas. So.
Yeah, they're 11-4.
He's doing what he wants to do.
I personally think that he did Jacksonville a favor because if those idiots would have hired him as a head coach after that debacle he just showed that he does as a head coach in Atlanta, oh my god! And he saved his career because if he goes and has bombs as a head coach again, he won't even get another coordinator job.
Yeah, that's being a coordinator. You can have good years. You can have an off year. Like when you're a head coach, you fail at head coach. It's a different thing too. Right. Being an OC and a head coach is completely different.
Yeah,
so
Jags, bro.
Urban Meyer fucked them up, man.
Yeah. Well, Jags were hot the 1 or 2 years. They was rolling.
That one year, they were a bad call away from going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was the first year we made the playoffs in 20 years.
Yeah. I just don't know what the Jags do, though. Like, I mean, because
they were led by the defense.
You might want to bring in a young coach because it'd be nice to have a young coach. But with Trevor Lawrence, you have to hit on your next coach. So do you bring in a proven guy? But some of these guys that are proven, clearly are in the league for a reason. So I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. Plus, you got James Robinson just tore his Achilles too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they drafted a running back, didn't they?
Yes, Travis.
He had injured too.
Oh, that's right. That's He tore his
ACL.
He won. Did he break his ACL? Oh, he tore his ACL?
Tore his ACL before the year started.
Yeah, before preseason started.
In training camp, yeah.
It's tough.
Tough, man. What do you guys think, speaking of Achilles, what do you think of Cam Akers coming back? 5 months after a torn Achilles.
Unreal, man.
Activated
I like the promo vid.
I don't wish nothing bad. I don't wish nothing bad on anybody, but he goes and plays and gets hurt again.
I mean, the doctors wouldn't have cleared him if he wasn't good to go, man.
I think it was unnecessary as well.
5 months.
Sony Michel's doing good.
It's very necessary now. Darrell Henderson just tore his MCL, so.
Yeah, I mean, I know
we don't have a second running back.
Bro, I'm still kicking myself, bro. I should have traded Denvel for Sony Michel, bro.
Bro, you know how many times
I have him right now.
You can't kick yourself. He just started getting it going in the past.
But I was trying
on my team like week 1 and dropped him because they were.
Yeah, he was on the waiver wire in a lot of my leagues.
Yeah, but I picked him up in the other leagues because I knew it was gonna come back around. Once Henderson broke his ribs, that's when I tried to go get him. That was like week 4 or 5.
Bro, but still, even then, he hasn't started doing anything until 2 weeks ago. You can't handcuff a guy that long. Fantasy is too long of a season.
Henderson got COVID.
Listen,
the only way you can do that is you have this. Like I had Jamal Williams in one of my league because I drafted DeAndre Swift. I hung on to Jamal Williams all year because in the playoffs, if DeAndre Swift went down, I wanted to have his backup, which I now have, except for the fact that Craig Reynolds seems to be the backup in Detroit.
Yeah. Also, I think Alexander Madison is also the exception.
Yes. Yeah. But you only hang on to Alexander Madison that long if you have Dalvin Cook.
Right.
Because when Dalvin Cook plays, he doesn't touch the ball. Tony Pollard is the exception because he actually does touch the ball. And then when Zeke is out, he's a bell cow.
Right.
Yeah. What I'll say about Cam Akers, obviously the pros, they got the best medical, they got the best PT.
Right.
So it's super impressive. But like I had a football coach, obviously it's 100% different. When he said he tore his Achilles when he was playing ball, because he couldn't walk for 3 to 4 months. Like couldn't even put pressure on his foot. So just hearing like 5 months, he's running
playing football again
is ludicrous.
That's crazy. But I mean, we said the same thing back when Adrian Peterson came back. The fastest time we ever seen.
Very different breed. Completely different breed.
You know, and Cam Akers is
AP
obviously
and Cam Akers.
Well, no,
he's not saying talent-wise.
No.
But
No, I'm just talking about like some guys recover fast from
Some guys
injuries,
build
right?
differently, yeah.
Like
because
you look at
build
like
differently.
RG3 is
I don't
not
know.
talent-wise on the same level as AP, but he came back in a short amount of time and.
I mean,
I just don't
like
know.
I'm not comparing Cam Akers to Adrian Peterson. I'm not comparing Cam Akers to LeBron James or anything like that. But like LeBron James, we look at a guy who barely gets hurt in the NBA. He's probably, I mean, besides the last couple of years where he's like almost 40, but still, the guys are just built differently. And Cam Akers is like 22 years old. I mean, you never know, man. Your injuries don't hurt as bad when you're younger like that.
Yeah, super impressive to come back that soon.
Right, and like Sean said, I mean, they got the best doctors. He's in LA, which is also a plus because I'm sure there's hospitals galore out there. You could pick and choose whatever you want.
Yoga and smoothie spots, etc.
Anything you want, and I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's gonna have to play now. Darrell Henderson's done, so he's gonna have to play. We can't have Sony Michel and then Jake Funk coming in.
The Bucks are falling apart with injuries.
I've heard some good things about Jake
Barrett too.
So.
Jake Funk is not gonna help us get a deep playoff
What's
run.
good, Jackson? What's good?
What up, Jackson?
Hey, I heard some good things about him in training camp. So, could be right though.
If the Rams go into a playoff game and Jake Funk is the starting running back,
Worry.
You got Matthew Stafford though. He'll be all right.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
He can mask all that.
ask Sean what it feels like to go into a game knowing you're not going to run the ball.
Oh yeah.
Paint Phil.
Hey, Motor looked good last game. He had some
Hey,
hard runs.
Yeah.
shout out to our boy, the punt returner for the Rams with the second punt return of the season for a touchdown this year, and the first for the Rams since 2014.
Who?
I don't even know his name.
Oh,
So what are we doing? What are we doing there? What are we doing there, bro?
not one of
You
those,
can't be
man.
you can't be doing that, bro.
I'm
Not
surprised.
Brandon Powell,
I gotta
Brandon
hold you.
Powell.
Nah,
Brandon
I gotta hold
Powell.
you. We gotta hold you accountable. If you're gonna
Brandon
name
Powell,
drop
former
one of your, if you're gonna name drop or hype up one of your team,
No, I
please
just
know their
said
name.
shout out to the Rams punt returner. He won NFC.
Shout out to the guy with the red sleeves.
Bro, that's not you saying the Bengals kick returner that returned it. Like it's somebody on your team. Don't bring it up.
He's been on our team for 3 weeks. So,
Hey, listen.
in my defense, he's been on our team for 3 weeks.
Right, but you knew him enough to know that he just
Has he been a returner the whole 3 weeks? Just this week?
2 weeks, because
Okay.
Cooper Kupp was returning for us.
Was he really?
Well, he was
Cooper-
fair catching.
Oh,
He was not returning.
He's back there for security.
He's back there for security, exactly. Because we don't want a NFC wild card and against the Atlanta Falcons to ever happen again, where our Pharaoh Cooper, our Pro Bowl returner, fumbles 2 punts in the Falcons territory and gives them the ball. I'll never get over that game. I will never get over that game, and I also will never get over Sammy Watkins dropping the game-winning touchdown in the end zone.
Tragic.
I remember when
Did y'all go to the Super Bowl that year?
No, that was the year when we decided to line up our legally deaf fullback out wide, and then we ran a sprint out. So everyone guarded Julio Jones and left Derrick Coleman wide open.
with two tight ends and 2 fullbacks.
Literally, yeah, it was we lined up with two fullbacks, tight end. It was actually our third string running back and Julio Jones. So you tell me where the ball was going.
Drunk ass Sarkeesian.
He was drunk.
Wasn't that that's his name, right?
Steve
Yeah,
Sarkisian.
Steve Sarkisian was
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah.
Literally got fired on the plane ride home in college.
Oh, nah, here we go
Where's he
again.
where's he
Lawrence.
at Bama? Where's he at Bama?
Now he's
Lawrence, here we go again. Lawrence, they're gonna DOS us, Lawrence.
Facts.
Boom,
I fucking blocked that with the
No,
quickness.
but he's the head
Looks
coach.
Russian.
With the quickness,
Blocked.
our computers will get viruses now.
Matumbo.
just from looking at it, with the quickness. There he goes. Get out of here, man. What do we got? We got pickems, Kenny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we do.
get to these pick'ems.
So barring anything catastrophic,
A lot of great games, man.
A lot of great games coming up.
Yeah.
there's no Thursday night game to pick this week.
So there isn't a Thursday night game?
We got Saturday night
Nope.
games though, right?
Oh, we don't have Saturday this week either.
Nope,
Everything-
just Sunday and Monday.
Yeah,
Why not-
because
why
I
not-
think the college football that's on Friday this week. But bowl games are back, so they don't want to compete with them on the weekend this week.
Is that why there's no Thursday also?
Well, usually there's no Thursday on week 17 to begin with, but they're bringing Thursday back for week 18. So I don't know.
That's
This year
weird.
was just
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah. Because actually, technically, they don't have any Saturdays scheduled for next week yet. But ESPN was advertising that they're going to have a Saturday game next week. So again,
there's bowl games right now.
Yeah. I'm sure COVID will make more games random throughout the week too.
Exactly. We'll start with this game. We got Kansas City at Cincy.
Yeah, there is bowl games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kansas City at Cincy, huh?
I got the Chiefs in that one.
Yeah, I will also take the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs rolling.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shootout, though.
Well.
Where they at?
That'll be a really good one.
They're in Cincy.
In Cincy.
Chiefs in a shootout.
Man, give me the Bengals, man.
Oh!
Hey.
Yeah,
that's a hot one.
Hey. Joey B.
Fighting
Give
back.
him
on fire.
Kenny, give him the Bengals, Kenny. He can have it.
Lone Wolf.
Yeah, for sure.
Second, we got Miami at Tennessee.
Oh, that's a big game, right? It's a big game. I'm gonna go Miami here. Miami's rolling.
Yeah, let's keep it going. I want to see them do something special. Let's see Miami win this one too.
LE, Phil.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Oh.
I'm going to go with Tennessee as well. I think A.J. Brown had a great week last week, and it's going to build that momentum coming into this week.
I'm going with Miami. A.J. Brown did have a good week. I have been one of my fantasy teams, so I need another big week out of him. But I also think that Miami has a great defense, so I don't think that it's going to be as easy as it was from last week. I'm going Miami. Let's see. Where's another one we got here? Another good game. Arizona at Dallas.
Dallas.
See, I'm so conflicted here.
Right, Neil, this is literally our worst
I'm
nightmare.
conflicted.
This is my worst.
I hate both.
Because we've been coming at both these teams hard all year, and now whichever one wins, it's like we got to give them.
I'm so
some credit.
fucking conflicted here because I despise the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys with all my heart. And if the Cardinals win, obviously we're back. They're back in the runnings for the NFC West Championship. It's kind of like
Arizona.
I mean, the Cowboys have already clinched. They've already won their division. They're already in.
But they can play for a 1 seed.
They can play for a 1 seed, which I don't give a fuck about. But I hate the Cowboys so much. I hate them so fucking
3
much.
interceptions.
Wait,
hey, listen.
They lost 3 in a row, right, Kenny?
I was rooting for the Cardinals because I had the fantasy players. I ain't got them no more. I got Dak as quarterback. Cowboys by 2 possessions.
Damn, man.
By 2 possessions. And they're home.
I got Arizona by 1 possession.
That's got to be the game. That's got to be the 4 o'clock game that is going to be on, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's got to be. So
I'm going with Dallas.
Damn, they got 5. They got 5 4 o'clock games. Is it usually 5? Or is it usually
it's usually 4.
Well, it depends.
3 to 5.
What the bye weeks are, all that stuff too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where's the game being played, Kenny?
Dallas.
Games being played in Jerry's World.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. I'm going to, you know what?
Tie. Say it's high.
Nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going Cardinals here. I get why the Cowboys get a lot of love. Like, I get it. I mean, but I just think they play in the weakest division in all of sports ever. The NFC East sucks ass. They get such an easy schedule every single year. There's a reason why they have the number 1 defense in the league because they play against Daniel Jones. Actually, scratch that. They play against Mike Glennon 2 times a year.
We still have the number 1 defense, Neil.
Well, PFF ranks Dallas as number 1, not your bum ass. You have the number 1 fucking scoring defense. Your other that defense ain't shit.
Isn't that? That's all that matters, right?
My watch just told me to take a breath. It knows I'm getting crazy over here.
The blood pressure.
He said pure hate.
It is. I fucking hate the Cowboys, bro.
We don't. Yeah.
I hate the Cowboys, and also y'all are so blessed. Like the fact that you guys don't make the playoffs and win the division every single year just shows how dog shit of an organization you are. Because the NFC East is such a joke of a division. I can't think of a division that I'd rather want to be in than being in the NFC East. You have an all-time the Giants who have the all-time worst record in the past since that picture was taken with Trey Songz on the boat. They have lost they're like
22 and 60.
I was gonna say they won 20 games since that picture.
Yeah. Even the AFC East got better.
Bro, it's insane. The Cowboys, I fucking hate them so much.
Yo, Ephraim, what you think about the Eagles, man? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't feel good about the Eagles either. I'm sure you also hate the Eagles.
We'll do 2 more games. We'll jump the Monday night game, Cleveland versus Pittsburgh, playoff rematch of last year.
Damn.
And also pretty much a playoff game because whichever one of these teams loses is out.
Did you see how bad that fucking? Did you see how bad Cleveland or Baker Mayfield played in that game on Christmas night?
Oh my goodness, he's so bad.
I don't understand why they didn't just run the ball every single time. Like he was, who was it? Nick Chubb was averaging 8 yards a carry.
Nick Chubb was going off, yeah.
Bro,
You know what's funny? Go ahead.
Bro, I don't understand. They had 25 rushes in the game, and they averaged 8.8 yards per carry.
Why even throw the ball at that point?
And like, people don't understand when you see the players get upset, like they should be you should be upset. That's almost every time a running back touches the ball, it's almost a first down. Why are you passing it with this bum ass, commercial ass Johnny Manziel? Bro, he threw the ball 40 times.
How many picks did he have? He had 4 picks.
He had 4.
Bro, some of those picks weren't even close.
I had to start Baker in fantasy because I had Lamar Jackson, who was out.
Did you get 1 point?
And Tyler Huntley was out.
You're better off starting Josh Johnson.
So I started Baker thinking, you know what, he'll get me at least 12. No, he got me 9 because he had 8 points taken away from interceptions.
Damn,
17 would have been a respectable performance.
And it was only a 2-point loss.
9 is how you go home, and that's what happened. I lost that matchup because of Baker.
See, I knew it was bad when I was watching with my uncle who does not watch football, and he was like, "What kind of throw is that?"
That is facts. He's on par with Cam, for sure.
I mean, he had some.
Baker's only in year 4.
Because they were breaking down his throwing motion, and he just when he throws,
he's also playing hurt too.
It's on his non-throwing shoulder, but they say that brace messes up your. But if that's the case,
messes up your.
Unless I'm stupid here, then don't play.
I got 2 things.
Sit out.
I got 2 things. Thank you, Browns, for passing up on Josh Allen. We really appreciate it. You can keep Baker, but I don't like
organization.
I don't like to listen to the analysts and stuff, but Skip Bayless. I watched what he said about Josh Allen against the Patriots, and I listened to what he said about Baker Mayfield against and
let me guess, he likes Baker Mayfield more.
What he said was Josh Allen made terrible throws, and he was lucky that if this wasn't the AFC Championship, that we probably would have lost because you don't always miss those. That touchdown McKenzie caught, it was a little bit behind.
Bro, he was dotting all game.
That's what I'm saying. He was hating on Josh Allen the whole time.
I'm convinced Skip Bayless is legally blind.
He is, and then he goes, I give Baker Mayfield a B+ performance. That game he threw 4 interceptions because that brace makes it hard to throw. Josh Allen played with that for 4 games last year, and he did not look that bad ever.
You
give him a B+ performance because you like Baker Mayfield.
Listen, Skip Bayless lost all credibility to me is when he sat at a table.
Finest commercial.
He sat at a table with Shannon Sharp, and I want to say it was Ray Lewis, I think it was Ray Lewis. He sat at a table with Shannon Sharp, Ray Lewis, and said to them that Aaron Donald does not pop off the screen when he watches at Rams games. And I said, and Shannon Sharp and Ray Lewis looked at him, and they're like, Shannon was pointing to him, and he was like, "You believe this? You believe this?"
He was saying every time that they played the Cowboys, he goes, "I'm not concerned about Aaron Donald because every time we played them, he's done nothing." I vividly remember watching this live.
Yeah, I was watching it live.
He doesn't pop off the screen. There's nothing he does that frightens me.
Yeah,
when the Cowboys play the Rams.
Insane.
That's what I was like. All right, this guy does not deserve a job.
I'm legit convinced that Fox pays Skip Bayless to just be a character. Because if you look at when he was on ESPN, he wasn't like this. In his early days on Fox, he wasn't like this. He's gotten progressively worse as his money's gone up. So I just think it's
towards his end at ESPN, he was like this.
Yeah,
he's delusional.
Even expensive character too. What they do, I'm convinced that these big networks get a guy with a big name and just pay Nick Wright's a good example too. He was great coming up. Now Nick Wright.
He's unwatchable. Okay, I thought it was just me. Bro, he is unwatchable. Nick Wright is unwatchable.
And Nick Wright was great. He was my favorite to watch.
I fucking loved him. He is unwatchable now. It
hurts me because I hate to say it because I used to go that for. I was like, no, watch this guy. You'll really.
Oh my god.
I can't believe that.
Do you think that's how he started off, and they probably were like, yo, we need to go in this direction?
Here's the thing: we'll give you more money if you become a character of yourself.
Also not to mention he does every single show, no matter what the Chiefs do. Chiefs are the best thing ever.
It's all these guys. Shannon Sharp's the same thing. Like, he's on national TV smoking Black and Miles and drinking Henny. Like you think that?
Okay, no, I actually think that's how Shannon Sharp is.
Right,
I really believe that.
But my point is, he would never go on TV as a professional and do that. That's Fox saying, "Come on TV and we'll allow you to do that." Like that's
But I mean, if I was him, I would want to do that. I mean, that's what he wants to do. He's living life. He's got that Club Shay Shay. That podcast is dope.
I love it, but I'm just saying, like
Shannon Sharp makes that show for me.
With a
100, bro, 100%, bro. I don't even watch like when the stuff comes up on YouTube. When the Skip's turn is getting, I'm hitting the back button. I'm out of there.
I'm skipping.
I'm not watching this.
As much as it pains me to say it, because he can be also kind of off with his takes, but Colin Cowherd is probably the best guy in sports for my money. If you're talking about analysts,
that's a fact. Kendrick Perkins too. Kendrick ain't saying,
bro. He does say some crazy shit,
bro.
Kendrick Perkins.
The thing I like about Cowherd, he admits when he's wrong. So like
he has a whole segment on the show. He has a whole segment on the show.
But Cowherd,
he hates Baker, but
but Cowherd. My thing with him is he's a hypocrite a lot. He'll say something like in the beginning of the year, and like he'll do his one comment when he was wrong, but then by like week 17, he'll say like, so let's just for example say Aaron Rodgers is gonna have a terrible year. Okay, week 17 will roll around and say he's having a great year, and go back. I've always said this from the beginning of the year. Like he flip flops on his takes all the time.
He does, but you know what though? A lot of sports guys do that. I mean, that's how a lot of these guys make their living.
No,
they
it's
do
okay.
The same
it's
shit.
Okay to flip flop it, but don't sit there and lie to me and tell me you've been on the bandwagon all along.
At the end of the year, he does a whole segment, like a whole show of where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong, and he addresses a lot of the shit. But that is true, Kenny. He does hypocrite a lot.
Have y'all ever seen when Shannon Sharp is talking and then it's supposed to be Skip's turn? He's like, "It's my turn."
That's literally one of the most iconic. You want to talk about hypocritical?
I did it like 30 minutes ago.
Bro, you want to talk about hypocrite? There's a video. I wonder if I can find it. I'll send it to you guys. There's a video of literally Skip arguing against debating himself on the same subject. The same subject. It's one of the best videos I've ever watched. That was so fucking good.
That was Neil earlier trying to skip Kenny. Just hit the table and everything.
My turn.
After he has no question, it's my turn.
So Lawrence,
I got Cleveland, by the way.
Yeah,
I got Cleveland.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I got Believeland.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
Okay, and the last game, since we have Sean here, and since I will be in attendance in the city of Buffalo this weekend,
you're gonna have a great time.
Let's go, Buffalo!
I expect nothing.
Let's go. Put them in the dirt, just like you did us. Do the same exact thing to them. You feel me?
I say
finish him.
We covered the
spread. He's gonna be in attendance, so it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that 14. Much better. Well, as he's walking back to his fucking car after spending all that money on that beer, they get their ass whooped too.
I'll tell you what, Kenny.
I'm taking an Uber, bro.
If you stay the whole game, you'll sit in the parking lot for an hour. That's what we did when we went to the Texans game. We stayed till the end, and we sat without moving for an hour. I'm like, damn. No wonder why people leave with like 2 minutes left. But I waited.
Yeah. Give me the Bills for this one. Buffalo.
Give me the Bills.
Circle those wagons.
If we win,
get Atlanta the fuck up out of here. Send them back. Send them back. Yeah, get them out of here.
With Atlanta, because in order for us to make the playoffs,
you have
to win out. And the Eagles need to lose out. That's all we need.
Y'all are not making the playoffs.
If
we're going to beat the Buffalo Bills, and Philly's going to lose out.
Y'all are not making the playoffs. Kenny, I told you.
Because we're going to play the Rams in round 1, and we're going to eat them alive.
The confidence.
Bro, imagine if this shit actually happens, bro. We're never going to hear the end of this.
I told Kenny 7 weeks ago when he said this whole Atlanta Falcons is going to make the playoffs skit, and I said, shut the fuck up.
They had a great opportunity.
We're still not out of it, though. Like, it's not impossible.
You're 7-8, right? So
we literally have to win out, and Philly has to lose out.
Yeah, I mean, the original take was 3 NFC South teams making the playoffs.
And I actually owe Sean $1,000.
He does.
Why?
He does.
For what? Oh yeah, the 10 win season.
It was like a month ago. He said, "We're not going to get 10 wins." I said, "I bet you a rack."
And what?
God
Sean,
damn,
guess
Bill.
Guess who was looking good when that bet started? The Rams went defeated in November. We didn't win a fucking game.
They heard you and said, "All right, let's go."
And then we went out. We go undefeated in December. Win 4 games. The last time the Rams were undefeated in December was 1999 and 2001. Both years Super Bowl years. Both years were Super Bowl years, by the way.
Imagine your team going to get anybody that's in the Twitter replies and then thinking they're not going to get the 10 wins. Imagine
like being a good team. Saying my team back to
go get Von Miller. All right, bet.
Meanwhile, you got me. We're putting our team together with paper mache and bubble gum, and I'm out here claiming we're going to make the playoffs.
And smoking the Rams right after.
Yeah, well, at the time I bet it, Ephraim, we also had 8 wins. So at the time I bet.
Bad bets.
So that doesn't even work, bet.
What are we like?
That means you just had to win 2 more games.
He's got a receiver on pace for 2,000 receiving yards, and he's talking about we're not gonna get the
team. Right, you have MVP caliber play on your team.
I can't deal with him.
Well, at the time, we just got smoked by the Titans, and I said,
I got the receipts too.
Oh, he said I need my money.
So
I'll take it in Bitcoin.
You were 7-2 at the time, and you said you wouldn't win 3 more games.
Yo, let's do one more.
And Kenny, we lost 3 in a row after that.
But you had the Jags, the Seahawks, and Vikings left on your schedule. That's 3 wins right there.
What y'all think about the Chargers and Broncos game?
Ooh,
I think the Chargers come back and win. Yeah,
Chargers got to bounce back.
Oh, they're out.
Wait, is Teddy Bridgewater still out?
No, he's questionable. No, he's questionable.
He's out.
He's out.
Yeah.
He's out.
Oh, yep.
If the Broncos win, do they got a chance at the playoffs or no?
Yes.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
if the Broncos win this game, that would be absolutely wild. Imagine the Chargers dropping 2 easy games in a row.
Yeah.
If they win this,
I wouldn't call this an ezy game though.
Well, they would
need the Raiders.
Look, they played the Raiders tough last week. Who did they play last week?
They played the Texans.
No, I'm talking about
the Broncos.
Broncos. Yeah, they played the Raiders 17-13. I mean, it's a division game. Anything can happen. Realistically, what is your drop off between Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock? Not much.
Drew Lock played pretty good the last game he played.
Teddy Bridgewater is just more consistent. That's all. But at the top of their games, Drew Lock is actually probably better than Teddy Bridgewater. You just don't know when you're going to get Drew Lock at the top of his game.
And Drew Lock was the top draft pick, right?
2nd round.
I'm gonna go Chargers. I think they redeem themselves after that.
I'm picking the Chargers, but I'm like, I don't think it's a gimme.
It's a possibility, yeah.
It'll be interesting for sure.
Eckler owe me.
Eckler's out.
No, Eckler is back.
Relax.
I was about to say.
Relax.
Remember, guys.
Relax.
They changed the COVID rules now, so even if you're not vaccinated, you can come back in 5 days. So
yeah,
I bet Cole Beasley had to hear that.
You have to produce a negative test, though, right?
Yeah. That's gonna help a lot.
So if you have COVID, you're not vaccinated, the chances of producing a negative test in 5 days is not.
Slim.
Yeah,
it's very slim.
So
see that the NBA needs to accept these fucking NFL COVID rules, man, because this NBA shit is crazy, bro.
Basketball is the worst fantasy sport ever.
It's bad right now. I wish that Yahoo would just put everything on pause until everybody gets out of this COVID freak out.
Yeah, we're gonna end the league.
You're the commissioner. You could do it.
I could pause it, right? Can I
pause
refunds?
Oh.
I want my money back.
I want my money back.
Nah, it's either we go through with it or we refund. I'm not pausing.
I want my money back.
Nah, I ain't giving nobody a fucking refund.
Well,
I'm in first place. Fuck y'all.
Where you live.
Listen, I'm the commissioner. I'm in first place. Fuck y'all.
Kenny, drop his addy in the chat.
He lives at.
End the podcast. End the podcast.
I keep that shit running.
That's it then, huh?
Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else? Any last words?
I'll go
for
last.
The people? He said I'll go last.
No, I got nothing.
You go first, Phil.
The Rockets sent me an email to play shooting guard. They checked the tape from JV.
You must have got an email from every NBA team then.
All right, what's the last words, man? What y'all got?
We got New Year coming up. 2022 is coming up. Hopefully it's a lot better than these past 2 years. I got a little bit of a wish list for 2022 sports wise. I hope we can get a Gervonta Davis fight against King Ryan. I hope we can see that fight. I hope Conor McGregor fights one of the Paul brothers and fucks them up. Let me see what else. Yeah, I mean, I got some. I hope the Rams win the Super Bowl, and I hope Shohei Ohtani wins MVP again. I got some wishes for the 2022 year, but man,
3 out of 4 of those are decent.
He's over here cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, and of course, I hope the Nets win a championship. We'll see what happens.
Guy, Byrie is back.
He can only play. He can only play so many games, though.
Yeah, he can't play at home.
He can only play away games, and he can't play in Canada.
You said they paying $30 an hour. Sean, why are you laughing?
I was just waiting for you to say the Rams to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro. Because that's what I thought he was going to start off with.
That's what I thought he was going to.
And keep repeating it like, boy, oh boy.
I was looking at your face. I was like, he's waiting for it.
I'm literally waiting for him. Like, yo, are you just going to say the Rams? Because we already know it's coming. Like,
no, right. I have other things.
All right, Phil, what about you, bro? What's up?
Well, the same thing as Neil. Hopefully all of us end the year strong and make 2022 the best year as possible. Also, just wanted to dish out some NBA stuff before we head out, since it's been a while since we talked about basketball. I've seen a lot of, Russell Westbrook slander all over my timeline. Deservedly so. He deserves a lot of criticism. But something I haven't seen a lot of is, Anthony Davis criticism on my timeline, because he deserves it just as much as, Russell Westbrook. He hasn't been available health-wise. He hasn't been the same player since the bubble. Just a lot of things that pile on Westbrook, but Anthony Davis is getting none of it. So
he's supposed to be the guy. He's 27, 28 years old. He has to shoulder some of that blame. But I will say, I don't know if y'all watched. He has a documentary out called Passion Play. Russell Westbrook. It's pretty dope. He kind of goes back to his childhood, getting drafted by the Thunder, all that shit. It's pretty nice.
Right. Yeah. I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying Russell Westbrook doesn't deserve the criticism, because absolutely he does, because a part of that team, the way it's assembled, the way they're playing right now, absolute basura. But no.
Wait, what happened, Kenny?
I love Russ.
I got to know why Russ deserves criticism when he's putting up his career averages. His career average is 23, 8, and 8. He's averaging 20, 8, and 8 and taking less shots.
But listen, Kenny, he's the scapegoat though, so he's gonna get blamed regardless.
But Phil said he deserves the criticism. Why does he deserve the criticism? When
he deserves some amount of criticism, not all of it.
I just can't see, like, you knew what Russ was when he brought him in, and he's doing exactly what Russ does. Like, that's on you if you thought Russ was going to come in and be a different player. I don't think he deserves criticism.
Well, obviously with like how like the Lakers are like gelling as a team, also his turnovers, they're higher than last year as well. So, decision making.
Yeah, he does. He averages exactly 5 turnovers, and he averages 43% from the field.
But this is what Russ has been his whole career.
He never should have. This is an awful fit for him. I said it at the beginning of the year. I never thought he should have went to this team. I think that it's not. LeBron cannot play the sloppy player like this, and it's starting to show. I mean, I think if I was the Lakers, I'd chip him out. I don't think he belong. I just don't think he fits on this team.
Trade for Bradley Beal or something.
Did y'all see the clip of LeBron with the no look passes? And
3 in a row and 3 bricks. 3 in a row, 3 bricks.
A brick, a shot got blocked, and then a brick.
And not to mention, LeBron James tonight has 7 threes, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists.
And
he's 36.
Wait.
37.
36.
Before we move on to the next person, LeBron James is having a good year so far. 25 plus points, 50% field goal percentage, all this, and his team is trash. So
he's having an MVP year. And it's going to win.
As always.
Like, at the age of 37, 38, whatever he's about to turn, he's having an MVP year.
He's shooting 53% from the field, averaging 27.6, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and almost 2 steals a game.
You know it's a problem when Taylor Horton-Tucker is your best defender on the team.
He is the GOAT.
Wild.
That's the GOAT, man. I don't want to hear nothing. What was Michael Jordan doing at 37?
It's a different breed.
Kobe was my GOAT.
Different breed, man. You can't get around it.
Russ had to put up
it's 37, but not the Russell documentary. He talks about all the hate too. It's kind of cool to see him like kind of respond to what all the media members were saying, like all the hate they were giving them after the Thunder shit. So
they got no bench is their problem. Like Russ and LeBron.
No bench, no shooting, no defense.
Like tonight, here's the example. Like Russ and LeBron. LeBron's plus minus right now is -2. Russ is -1 because they're out there for so much. But then their bench, Carmelo Anthony's plus minus is -17. Stanley Johnson -18, and Darren Collison -16. Literally, when Russ and LeBron go to the bench, you can chalk up the other team to score 20 points.
Oh, timeout.
Darren Collison is on the team.
Darren Collison?
They signed him 2 days ago to a 10-day contract.
Oh my Lord! What is this shit,
bro? It's the COVID league.
Joe Johnson's back. Darren Collison's back.
They
was 2012 Pacers?
Jamal Crawford might get a call. Who knows?
No, that's crazy. Jamal Crawford's not back. But bro, Greg Monroe hasn't played since 2018, and he's back.
Yeah, did you see last night? They asked Greg.
He didn't know who was on his team.
Jalen Noah or whatever his name is, and he was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no clue who that is, but he played really well tonight."
Yeah, he has no idea who's on his team.
I wouldn't be surprised if they called up Larry Sanders out of nowhere.
Bro,
Larry Sanders can't. He's stay off the weed.
Sean, what about you, man? What's your last words?
I'll talk to you guys, probably before and after. But I hope you guys have a blessed New Year with your family. Stay safe. Thank you for having me on again. I love coming on with you guys. It's not just when we win. You guys can call me.
It's only when they win.
Anytime you ask me out.
He wanted to come on the show during the loss. Remember, he was in the chat. Say, put me on.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, but he could have said that before.
I love chopping it up with you guys. Hopefully we can hang out soon. But God bless you guys and your families. And like you said, hopefully all your wishes are coming true. And 2022 is a better year for everybody across the world.
JR cannot play in the NBA right now, Ephraim. He's in the NCAA. He's a college collegiate athlete.
He's getting those good grades too. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he can't do it.
He's playing golf right now. He's a collegiate golf athlete right now, so he definitely can't be in the NBA.
4.0.
NCAA will throw up if he just goes if he's playing in the NBA and in college golf.
Yeah, they start glitching.
There's a glitch in the system.
They're already glitching it because he's there right now anyway. Shit.
He's actually doing
I
okay.
actually don't know how it's legal for him to play though, because I didn't think the rule was you had to be an amateur in your sport. I thought you just had to be an amateur in general. So I don't know how they got around that, but
I think maybe it's in the sport though.
I don't know.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh yeah, it has to be because Russell Wilson wanted to play professional baseball and came back for a year. But it's just weird to me how the guy is still a professional athlete.
So you could go to a whole bunch of durations of
Kenny,
college.
but he's not a professional golfer.
No, but I'm just saying in general, because it's like LeBron can technically go back and play football right now at Ohio State.
Yeah, Tony Romo's a golfer right now.
What about you, Kenny, man? What's your last words for the people?
Happy New Year, everybody. Have a good year. I hope it's better than the past couple. Hopefully we'll not be on lockdown like this for much longer. I just have one wish for the new year, and it's for Falcons to make the playoffs. It's not that far of a possibility. So we're going to do it, and it's all going to start this Sunday while I'm in attendance, eating buffalo wings, watching them. Take this out.
Enjoy it.
Stay off.
So wait, if the Falcons win, you're going to duck to a table?
No, I'm not. I will never do. I won't ride their wave.
Lawrence, before you sign off, who y'all got for the national championship? Who do you think's going?
Cincy's going all the way.
Listen, I'm here for the under. Listen, I'm here for the underdog. They're not supposed to be there. They better fight back. They better fight. I think it's gonna be Georgia though.
No, Georgia. I got Bama.
You got Bama.
Yeah.
I think Bama's gonna.
I want Cincy to win.
But did they lose? They lost old boy. I like him as a receiver. Mechie.
He tore his ACL, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I truthfully don't think it matters.
Yeah, I'm just saying I like him.
Oh no, I know. Just like I think that Bama is just.
You got.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Bama.
What is Bryce Young at quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Bama, Georgia. I think Bama wins by 20.
Here's what's gonna be tough, because if Bama absolutely dismantles Cincy, we're never gonna see a non-Power 5 school ever make the playoffs again. Because people are going to say, this is why you don't put them in. I would have rather seen a 2-loss Ohio State in here than this team. And it's not true. but that's what's going to happen.
Lawrence!
Be quick with it.
They made a burner account.
Is that Kevin Durant?
Somebody got to get you guys.
That's the NCAA trash talk. We're trash talking them. We gotta chill. Guidelines.
Yep.
Guidelines.
Now go ahead, Kenny. What were you saying?
No, it's good because you're going to see once Cincy gets trounced, you're going to see many people say this is why I don't want to see anybody that's not a Power 5 school or Notre Dame in the playoffs ever again.
Right.
We got to hope for the win then.
We do.
All these competitive games.
My last words, man, is this has been a very consistent year. I want to thank Kenny, Phil, and Neil for continuing to be consistent. Keep building this with me. And want to thank guests like he's a guest, special guest like Sean.
He's a recurring character.
It's been a few people that have.
He wants to thank the regular on the show.
Oh my goodness, there's been a few people that joined us. I want to thank you guys for coming out here, giving you insight on sports and things like that. Playoffs are coming. All I need is Buffalo Bills to do what you do to end the year. To begin the year right, because the game is on Sunday. It's the second, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So that's the first thing I need for 2022.
Now remember,
get the Falcons out of there, because I don't want to hear Kenny. He's gonna have to take a seat right next to me. Where you at?
You know
where you at?
You feel me? You know where you at?
I'm gonna be a good friend.
Trademark
I hope you guys win this weekend, and then I hope that the Eagles lose. And
you know what?
The Eagles lose. No, listen. Then I hope the Eagles lose again next week.
And then we gotta play
when
you.
we play each other,
right?
It'll be
that would be great.
That would be great.
Oh, that's gonna be phenomenal. That's gonna be phenomenal.
So I'm gonna be a good friend. I don't wish ill on you. I want you to win because I want to be the team to take you out of the playoffs.
Just a wish. I don't want to ill on you next week.
I want to do it on my own.
Yeah,
it's gotta be.
It's my turn.
It's my turn to make the playoffs.
Right. But now, I can't thank you guys enough, man. This has been a solid year, just for the network for sports. We got Club 157 is coming back. We got some stuff getting edited right now. We also have a commercial that we're going to be putting out for a business, and I'm really excited for the work that's getting done to that, so the people can see that. Just different partnerships that we got coming up is going to be really exciting. And I just want everybody to keep following their dreams, doing what they do, man. Because that's what matters to me.
Bro, just to remember, I did say if the Rams make the Super Bowl, I will be there. If 2022 comes around in February and the Rams are in the Super Bowl, your boy will be there.
Oh, also, side note.
Yeah, what's up?
Just heads up, yesterday we asked a huge NFL icon and John Madden prayers and condolences to his family. If you guys want to check out the page, we got some trivia just to honor him, so check us out as well.
Rip.
Yeah, man. Man, listen, make sure y'all go check out everything, IBTEnetwork.com, at IBTE Sports on all platforms, at IBTE Network on all platforms. You got MySpace.
we got Tumblr. We got Reddit.
Man, it's a Tumblr. We got all that, man. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, man. We up out of here. I'm gonna play this outro real quick.